they're so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us, and no one can take this cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people, don't mess with this. Let's go.
Good morning. It is Patrick and the people. It's Friday Eve, baby. It's Thursday. What is going on with you?
We've almost made it.
Yeah, we have almost made it, man. It's going to be a hell of a show today. You've tuned in on a good day today. Let's see. We've got, of course, Rich Rockwell, the Bruce Buffer of Arkansas here, and we're going to talk to him about some things going on right now. Dr. Marla Murphy's going to be in shortly.
Oh, she's going to grace us with her presence.
She is. She's going to show up and, be Dr. Murphy.
All right.
And then we're going to have J.P. Ford, the comedian, back in the house today, which is exciting.
Woohoo.
And then we've got an interview with Joe Exotic. That's right.
Man.
He's back again. And, back by popular demand, our sports segment, XFL Gym. And if you haven't seen XFL Gym, boy, I mean, you're missing out. That dude is insane.
It's something, man.
It is definitely something, isn't it, man? It's weird as hell. I love it. As a matter of fact, this weekend, I'll drop an after-school special, a full interview with him, and it was good to find out he wasn't really insane.
Yeah.
Because I was worried at first. I was like, man, this guy might really be crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed a little off.
It's not like a screening process that you go through or anything.
Well, I mean, I know that we had spoken with him before, but it was in short, so that was a real good, I think we talked about 45 minutes, talked a lot of sports and stuff.
Well,
So if you love that, if you love football, it's a great episode for that.
speaking about football, I guess
Yeah.
we're going to probably maybe next week sometime. We'll see if we can get everything. But apparently you got some revenge coming your way
Yeah,
for
that's
losing
right.
that bet.
That's right. You shouldn't have bet with Bundy because now Arkansas beat Michigan. You didn't think it would happen because why? Michigan was ranked and Arkansas wasn't.
Well, yeah, because I know nothing about basketball. So he
Yeah.
came out with the bet. I went home, I looked it up, and I was like, oh, Michigan's ranked 14. Arkansas is not even ranked. This is easy.
And now I get to slam you through a table.
Yeah, next
That's
morning,
right,
I
baby.
didn't even watch the game. I woke up the next morning to text messages like, well, guess you're going through a table. And I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're going through the table now. That's awesome.
New
man.
number. Who's this?
Who does? Yeah. But don't forget January 25th, man. We've got Arkansas coming up, and that's not only is it 4 different wrestling divisions. Now I myself am in a match.
Yeah, you wanted to go for the big, so we're
Yeah,
gonna throw
yeah.
you in the big leagues. You're
No,
gonna go
I'm-
for the
I'm-
Vapors Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I'm straight up. I'm coming in at the top of the list. I'm not even playing around. I'm coming straight in for the championship.
Yes, sir.
I want it. It's mine.
You've already entered training camp, from what I've heard.
Yes, I
It's
have.
going well.
It is going well,
Yeah.
actually. I'm working on my stamina.
Yeah.
Working on some endurance, getting some cardio in.
I was gonna
So
say, I can
I'm going to
see
be
it, man.
ready.
You're looking a little more.
I'm going to get
ready.
there. I'm going to get there for sure. Well, let's get to the stuff that you need. First of all, let's talk about who has outrun the Grim Reaper. Mayim Bialik, she's 49. You know her from The Big Bang Theory. You probably know her from Jeopardy for a while. Jennifer Connelly is 54. She's married to Paul Bettany. He played Vision in The Avengers. He's also in A Knight's Tale. He's a really good actor. He played Chaucer in A Knight's Tale, the guy who was naked all the time. Wings Hauser is 77. Bill Nye is 75. You probably know him either from Harry Potter or Pirates of the Caribbean.
I thought you said Bill Nye, like
Not the science guy. No,
Yeah.
that guy's a clown. He doesn't even have a degree. Don't get me started on him, man. Let's see. Former Kiss guitarist Bruce Kulick is 71. Hank Williams III is 52. Price is Right host. Oh, no, he's dead. Bob Barker. He's gone.
He didn't beat the Grim Reaper.
No, he did not beat the Grim Reaper. All right, let's see. 4 people were injured and about 3,500 evacuated after an underground fire caused a power failure in the New York subway. Man, lots of problems. And I would never want to be on a subway.
Yeah.
Just seems like the worst place in the world to ever be.
Right? Nothing good ever comes
No,
from the
you just
subway.
don't hear positive stories there, do you? City officials said terrified riders had to be evacuated from 2 trains that stalled in Brooklyn. The New York Fire Department took about 2 hours to get to them and help them out because they're trapped in a tunnel. 4 people suffered minor injuries when the trains came to a stop. 1 person had to be hospitalized. Transit officials say the power failure may have been caused by a transformer that caught fire. A boutique hotel inspired by the iconic board game Monopoly is on track to open in Atlantic City. A developer by the name of RMS Capital says it's going to break ground on the top hat in the city's Orange Loop next year. The 3-story hotel will feature a top hat, one of the pieces players, can use on the board. Perched atop the structure, a race car, another token will be in the front of the hotel. The properties featured in Monopoly are named after Atlantic City streets. There won't be any gaming in this venue, ironically. Beyonce is getting extra time during her NFL Christmas Game Day halftime show. The NFL has extended the intermission to give her more time. While the Super Bowl halftime show is about 25 minutes, she's going to get 20 of it. The game between the Texans and Ravens, it says, will stream on Netflix at 4:30 Eastern on Christmas Day. Elton John being named Time's Icon of the Year in an Instagram post. He said it's a reminder to the world that being yourself is iconic. His writing partner, Bernie Taupin, said their music is still in demand today. Yeah, I mean, Elton John's one of the greatest musical artists in history. Could anybody really argue that?
I wouldn't.
No, I mean,
not at all.
It's phenomenal. Now, I say he and Bernie, his songwriting partner, because he wrote most of the songs that Elton John has sang.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got
I saw
here.
a video of him on Facebook the other day talking about, I guess, Elton John. I guess
Oh.
he's losing his eyesight now or going
Is he?
blind or something. Yeah.
Well, he is old.
Yeah, I mean,
How old is he? Like, he's got to be pushing 80,
gosh.
right?
Look, yeah, I would think
Yeah.
so. Easily.
Let's see. President-elect Donald Trump has invited Chinese President Xi to his inauguration. Multiple sources say officials are making plans for other foreign dignitaries to attend the January 20th swearing-in ceremony. The report said he invited him shortly after winning the election. For the record, a foreign leader has never attended a transfer of power ceremony, so that's really interesting. The Sundance Film Festival announced its full lineup for the 2025 festival yesterday. It's set for January 23rd to February 2nd in Park City and Salt Lake City, Utah. A lot of celeb documentaries on the slate, including those that delve into the careers of Jeff Buckley, a phenomenal but tragic musician, Sly and the Family Stone, Marley Maitland, Pee Wee Herman, 93 titles there. Okay, an art piece that took the spotlight at Art Basel during Miami Art Week was a $1.2 million purse. That's right. Artist Evan St. Clair exhibited La Reine, which consists of 18 carats of diamonds spread around the bag, handcrafted Japanese wood frame, Italian leather, pieces of rare silk kimono fabric dusted with gold leaf and strengthened by pearl shell. Said nowadays everything is just sent to China to be made as cheaply as possible, but true luxury isn't mass produced. Yeah, $1.2 million for a purse.
For a purse, yeah.
And you thought that Coach bag she wanted was high. Forbes has named the most powerful women of the year. The most powerful women have been revealed according to the 2024 Power Women list. They use 4 metrics: money, media, impact, and spheres of influence. This year's choices included musicians, moguls, world leaders. So who is the most powerful woman? Well, a name I didn't know, Ursula von der Leyen.
Who?
Yeah, she's president of the European Commission.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why she's the most popular. I wouldn't think so, but or the most powerful. But some of the favorite celebs on the list: Taylor Swift, she was 23, Oprah's 30, Beyonce 35, Rihanna 76, WNBA star Caitlin Clark rounded out the list at 100. So, what
I think
else?
our celebrities need to, get on the ball here. Start,
Yeah,
getting
no
more
doubt.
powerful or something.
I
I
think
guess.
so,
I
I
don't
guess.
know.
Christopher Wray, the current director of the FBI, announced to his employees yesterday he'll be resigning at the end of Biden's term in office. A senior FBI official said the current plan is for him to stay till Inauguration Day, after which Deputy Director Paula Bate would be named acting director until the new one is confirmed. As you probably know, President Trump has announced that Kash Patel is his nomination for the new director, and it looks like that he'll probably make it through. It was another eventful day yesterday in the story of these mysterious drone sightings in Jersey and other states. New Jersey state and local officials held closed-door meetings on the aircraft yesterday morning at the state police headquarters with representatives of Homeland Security. Brian Bergen talked with News Nation after he walked out of the meeting, called it a waste of time, said, "We don't know anything more than we did." Jeff Van Drews called on the military to shoot the drones down, claimed during an interview yesterday that highly placed sources had told him they were launching from Iran, an Iranian mothership. A reporter asked the Pentagon about the claims, and they said there was no truth to it. So we don't know where they are, where they're from, or at least nobody's saying. And it's crazy. These are SUV-sized drones. Why are they not being shot down?
That's what I was just going to say. Why are we not? I mean, isn't this airspace? Don't we have a defense thing for this?
Sovereignty?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, listen, if we don't know what these are, why the hell haven't we scrambled a couple of jets to smoke them?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, just smoke them out of the damn
5
sky.
minutes.
Yeah. I don't even understand this. So I have to think that we know something.
Oh, I'm sure.
Otherwise, why are we letting them run around like that?
Right. There's more to the story there.
There's got to be. There better be. Let me put it like that. Okay. And New York City Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch announced yesterday the gun found on Mangione when he was arrested at McDonald's matched the shell casings found at the site of the murder of Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Fingerprints matched a water bottle and a snack bar wrapper that police found at the crime scene. His defense attorney continues to state his client is innocent until proven guilty.
See the picture from Burger King over the weekend with him?
From who?
From Burger King.
No.
They posted a picture with him, and they're like, "Come to Burger King. We don't snitch."
Really? No, they didn't. That didn't take long. One day after two different judges' rulings put an end to the merger deal between Albertsons and Kroger, the deal is now off completely. Albertsons backed out of the $25 million merger and filed a lawsuit against Kroger, claiming, among other things, they breached the agreement in several ways. So probably just means groceries will cost more. The House of Representatives passed an $895 billion National Defense Authorization Act yesterday. The 1,800-page legislation will fund the Defense Department for 2025. Congressional leaders worked the deal out and included in the text a 14.5% pay raise for junior service members, improved housing for military families, restricts gender-affirming care for children of service members, and stops funding for critical race theory education at military academies. The NDAA now moves to the Senate for a vote. The UK made a move in gender treatment as well yesterday, indefinitely banning new prescriptions of puberty blockers to treat minors for gender dysphoria. And I found out, saw a news story yesterday too, where the biggest study that they've used to scientifically back puberty blockers now has been it's been uncovered that there was a lot of data not released from that study.
Oh yeah, shocker.
That basically showed that the benefits were not outweighing the negatives, and they hid that. So
well,
that's interesting, isn't it? Let's see. President-elect Trump has had quite a few big days this year. Today might make the top 10 list. He's ringing the opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange today. On the same day, he'll be named Time's 2024 Person of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Time's going to do that.
Yeah, I am shocked, actually. A source told the AP that he's the selection for the Time Award, winning out over Elon Musk, Netanyahu, Kate Middleton, and Kamala Harris. As Christmas season gifts go, this one's pretty good. Duke University got an anonymous donation of $50 million for its Proton Beam Therapy Center. They focus on cancer treatment. Proton beam therapy, more precise type of radiation, has fewer side effects than conventional therapy. The Proton Therapy Center is expected to open in 2029. It's got a cost of about $120 million, after which it'll provide therapy for at least 800 patients a year. Well, $50 million is a good chunk of that 120. I mean, that's nice, right? Jessica Riggs, a former marine biologist from England, was diagnosed with a rare spinal condition that could lead to paralysis after years of symptoms. Unable to get treatment through England's National Health Service, she turned to a clinic in Spain and launched a creative fundraising effort with friends to cover the 30 grand. Her pals posed for a nude calendar, which raised 28 grand, bringing her closer to the surgery scheduled for January, which she's optimistic will improve the quality of her life. Well, I guess she's got to be thankful to her friends that they're willing to get naked for her.
Right?
You know, and I assume she must have some decent looking friends if they've raised 28 grand. So yeah, no, it looks like they're there. They are all nude on a tractor right there. See them?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's...
yeah. I
I'd buy
mean,
the calendar.
yeah. I mean, that's it.
Wow.
You know, probably a good seller right there. Maybe a great Christmas stocking stuffer. Earlier this week, a 10-year-old boy was rescued. He had become lost in the Colorado wilderness during an ATV ride. Douglas Search and Rescue used a drone to locate him, deliver food, water, and a thermal blanket while rescuers made their way to him. The operation involved 25 volunteers using ATVs, drones, and on foot. It ended successfully with the boy and his family reunited in what one rescuer described as a priceless moment. Think about that, man. They're able to send a drone with food, water, and a blanket for him. You know, that's
awesome.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
amazing.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to get to you before we get to you. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, just think about that. I mean, that's so 2024.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope. Hey, if you love rock, and who doesn't, Def Leppard, Nickelback, Motley Crue, and Shinedown will headline the inaugural Boardwalk Rock this May. This festival will take place in Ocean City, Maryland, May 17th and 18th. Now, there'll be 25 artists appearing across 3 stages. Other acts, 3 Days Grace, Alice Cooper, 3 Doors Down, and a lot more. Tickets go on sale tomorrow
Cat
for
Von
pre-sale.
D.
Who? Yeah, Kat
I was
Von
just
D.
reading that. Yeah, Cat
I,
Von
I,
D.
I don't know what Kat Von D. Is that a band that's named after the tattoo artist, Kat Von D? Because I know who Kat Von D,
Yeah,
the
that's what
tattoo
I was-
artist, is. But also on the ticket, Hellstorm, Bush, Chevelle, Flyleaf, The Struts, Extreme, Everclear, Puddle of Mud, Trapped, Brett Michaels, Candlebox, Night Ranger,
No,
Blackstone Cherry.
It is Cat Von D.
Does she have a band?
She's a singer.
Really?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
she's got like tons of songs.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
looks like back to 2021 all the way to current.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Wow. Zillow Gone Wild is getting a second season. The show, hosted by Jack McBrayer, takes viewers on tours of homes on the market that are, well, wild. The show is inspired by the popular Zillow Gone Wild Instagram, which has about 2 million followers, and it was HGTV's highest-rated freshman series this year, drew in about 12.5 million viewers on its debut run. The homes will be ranked based on their unique qualities. One will be crowned the wildest home at the end of each episode, and the next season premieres in 2025. Let's get to some sports here. When it comes to the new 12-team college football playoff format, it's not about the math, it's the path. Taking a look at the college football playoff bracket, here's how the 12-team teams rank from first to worst, according to this anyway. Oregon, who's 13-0, said it could be a tough road considering an Ohio State rematch could be in the works, but they're the team to beat till somebody beats them, and that's damn true. Georgia at 11-2 says there are a ton of variables at play, not the least of which is the health of the quarterback Carson Beck. Texas is ranked third, 11-2, said they beat 4 ranked teams but lost to Georgia twice, calling into question their ability to win the big one. Notre Dame, who's 11-1, said they may catch Georgia, but first they have to get past Indiana at home. That's no lie, and that's not an easy feat. Ohio State, who's 10-2, it's feast or famine. They're 2-1 against other teams in the bracket of 12 with the loss against Oregon. Penn State has a favorable path. They'll be favored in the first round, and second, should they advance, they're 11-2. Tennessee at 10-2, a tough road with Ohio State first, and then it'd be Oregon if they beat them, and I don't think Tennessee's going to win that one. I'm not betting on it. Let me just say that so you can shut that shit down now. Indiana or Boise State, who's 12-1. One upset would be fantastic. 3 would be unbelievable. Indiana, who's 11-1, has the highest scoring offense in the CFP. They could make things interesting against the Irish if they can run the ball better than they did against Michigan and Ohio State. Clemson, double-digit dogs against Texas. They got to figure out what they're going to do. And then SMU, teams that were snubbed are going to be watching these guys closely because a lot of people thought SMU shouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Some other teams should have. Tom Brady, the Sotheby's auction of his GOAT collection has wrapped up. By the time the final bids were in, the collection of watches and memorabilia ended up bringing in over $9 million. Auction participants came from 45 countries to bid on items like Brady's Super Bowl wristband, his 2000 NFL Combine shirt, his final college jersey, multiple high-end watches. Of the 41 items up for auction, the biggest bucks came from Brady's yellow gold Rolex Daytona John Player Special. It sold for $1.4 million.
So is this just for like charity, or I mean,
I don't
can't
know.
imagine Brady is in need of money that he's
No,
gonna
but
start selling his shit.
No, but if you were going to sell your shit, I mean, you're going to take it to the auction and sell it,
Well,
you
of
know,
course,
and you may as
but-
well. You're Tom Brady.
Still, like,
I mean, I know he doesn't need $9 million, but it is $9 million. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still $9 million, bro. I mean, come on.
I might be able to sell all my stuff for $9.
Yeah, no, I'd be lucky. A significant piece of Yankees history is on the auction block. Lou Gehrig's game-worn jersey from the 1937 World Series and multiple other regular season games is up for grabs. It's going to bring in over $4 million. They photo matched the classic pinstripe jersey. They've confirmed the Iron Horse rocked that top multiple times during the 37 regular season, and the Yankees went 102-52 as well as during the World Series. They beat the Giants in the 34th ever World Series. Gehrig was 34 at the time. He was at the height of his superstardom, led the American League in multiple categories, including games played, no shock there. Walks, OPS, Lou hit 37 home runs, knocked in 158, and only struck out 49 times. What makes it even cooler, it's actually the jersey top that Gehrig was wearing in his Monument Park plaque at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, occupied by only the greatest players from the Yankees. Whoever ends up coming with it will have one of the rarest items in all sports collectibles. In fact, no Gehrig World Series jersey has ever surfaced other than this one. And by the way, a bidder's already made a $1.4 million offer, so that's the starting bid. And finally, the Dallas Cowboys fan base considered the most delusional in the NFL. According to a new study, the fan base is considered the most delusional are the Dallas Cowboys, followed by the Chiefs, Jets, Raiders, and Bears. The Philadelphia Eagles fan base is the most convinced among all NFL fan bases that the Dallas Cowboy fan base is delusional. 55% of Eagle fans believe that. When it comes to perceptions of delusion among NFL fan bases, the Cowboys stood out prominently. 28% of all respondents labeled them the most delusional. This far surpassed other teams, with the Chiefs being a distant second at 5%, followed closely by the Jets and the Raiders. That's pretty damn funny, man. They're still, whether they're the most delusional or not, they're still the most valuable franchise on the planet.
Oh, well, for sure.
Not just in football,
right.
on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
The cheerleaders, man. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's about? You think so?
I mean, at this point.
No, you're probably right. That makes sense perfectly. All right, let's move on to something else, shall we? All right.
Man, Facebook comments and everybody's commenting this morning.
Yeah?
We're all awake early, man.
Oh, okay. What do we got going on?
What
Talk
do
to
we
me
got?
about
Let's see here. Alex Johnson says good morning. David
What up,
Murphy.
Alex? David, what up?
Dakota says hashtag Tiger King, hashtag F Carol Baskin,
Yeah, right.
free Joe Exotic.
Man, that case is so crazy. We talked, man, it's a really good conversation with Joe because he was pretty spicy.
Yeah.
I'll have to give a little language warning on it before I post it because he had just gotten out of 4 days in the hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
and
he
I
was-
do mean
yeah, he was-
solitary.
Yeah, solitary.
Just so you know.
Yeah,
I just had to making sure you understood what I
Oh,
mean.
yeah. That's a big.
Yeah.
He was ready.
I mean-
Mitchell Rudder says, Patrick,
Yeah.
suit up, big dog.
Oh, no, I am. Trust me, you. Trust me. When I come out for my match, you can bet that I'm going to look like $1 million. You can bet on it.
Alex.
Bet on it.
Alex says, if she wants a $1.2 million purse, she ain't for you, bro.
Well, not for me. I don't have that kind of money, so might be for somebody else. You know.
One other one, I don't know whether I'll have to look into this more, and I don't know exactly all this, but Dakota posted, he said, in Longview, Texas, a police officer is in the news for taking a picture with a mountain lion after hitting it in his car while patrolling the area.
Oh, really? What was it? Dead?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's
Got more?
dead, I mean, that's one thing. If it's still alive, that might be.
He's just holding up the bloody.
Yeah, I mean, is he alive? Is he still fighting? Is he just dead? I mean, if I hit one too, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd probably catch a selfie with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I hit a bear or a lion or anything like that,
Look what I took out with my car
yeah, I
today.
mean, why wouldn't I? I mean, that's crazy, man. You don't expect to hit a cougar unless it's a 40-year-old lady. You know what I mean? Let's see. You said Wendy said you shouldn't have bet against Arkansas, huh?
Yeah, you know.
She's letting you know. Mike said I'm looking spiffy this morning. Yeah, I got a big day today, man. Tactical Turkey said he'd like to throw you through the table. What's up, Andy? How you doing, man?
There's a lot of people that, man, as soon as I posted that on Facebook, they were like, "Oh, I'll do it. And
Yeah.
then, well, you had messaged and said you're claiming it. You won.
Yeah. Hey, I want to mention too that over at Stone's Throw Brewery today, and man, if you're not going there, look, they've got at least 14 beers on tap, and Monday they have crowlers for $5, but today they have tap room trivia at 6:30 p.m. and first, second, and third win prizes. So you can go out, have beer,
Nice.
enjoy some trivia, maybe win some prizes.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
You know, that's always fun. I used to host trivia game shows
Yeah.
at bars and stuff
It's
a
fun,
while ago,
man.
dude. It's a great time. I
Yeah.
love doing that.
Yeah. Where did you do it at?
Well, I was mainly, I did it a little bit down here when I first moved down here, but
Okay.
I mainly did it up in Michigan, and we were actually sponsored by the Miller Brewing Company. But it's wherever you go, it's all the same kind of format and
Yeah.
everything. And, you know, you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a Jeopardy master to go do it. It's usually general knowledge, and man, it's just a good fun time. Definitely go check that out.
No, it is. And I'm going to tell you what, over at Stone's Throw there, and he was on the show the other day, and he's a great owner and a good dude. But listen, if you haven't been there, let me tell you where it is. It's located over on 9th Street. It's 402 East 9th Street. So check those guys out. They're new sponsors for us. I've known Theron for a long time. We're glad to have them as a sponsor. And the only way they stay is if you guys go drink some beer. So go do that, would you?
Hey, and speaking about sponsors, Patrick, I've actually had a couple people ask me, how can they get involved in being a sponsor of Patrick and the People?
That's a good question. I'll tell you this. We have the most affordable advertising you probably can get. I'll tell you this. You can get in. All you have to do, number one, is reach out to us. But if you want a spot every single day of the week for a month,
Yeah.
You can get them as low as $300 for the whole month.
Well, that ain't bad at all, man.
No, it's stupid.
That's
Yeah, as low as $300 for the whole month. That'd be a 15-second spot every day of the month.
5 days a week, Monday through
5
Friday.
days a week, Monday through Friday for that.
That's-
Yeah.
Why
it's
would
stupid.
you not do that for your business?
It'd be silly. Now you can get more time if you want. You can spend more. You don't have to. But it's a great way. And then you get on the spots. You're on our ticker. You're on the blog. You're on the
Right.
website. We put the logo up. And then, we've got some new things coming that are really going to benefit our sponsors right after the first of the year when we launch a couple things we're doing that are really super exciting. One thing is I'm going to be going out and doing some on the spot spots at the locations.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, go out there
Okay.
and do some in-person
Like
spots.
a meet and greet sort of
Yeah,
thing?
some different things like that we're going to be doing at all the locations and meet and greets, doing, little videos out there. So
Nice.
we're going to be doing a lot for the sponsors. So yeah, why don't you get with us? I know you're going to have a budget after the first of the year. You don't have to wait till then. I mean, you start anytime you want, but I know a lot of businesses start that new budget the first of the year.
Right.
And man, what a great way to get out there to people. And listen, our people show up. I'll say that.
Right.
They show the hell up.
They do, man. They
They
do,
do,
for
man.
sure,
They're awesome.
absolutely.
They're
And
awesome.
I mean, I know that we don't have all the spots in the world for advertising, so this,
No,
is, this
no,
is
no.
really something. If you want to
It
get
is,
on, you want to
because-
get on before there's not a spot.
No, please do, because I've committed and I stay committed to no more than 15 minutes of spots during any show ever.
Right.
We're just not ever going to be that, corporate
Right.
playing 6-7 minutes of commercials. That's not who we are.
2 minutes of talking.
No,
Yeah.
that's
No, I don't wanna-
ridiculous. We're not doing that. All right. So
Can you become a? Wendy wants to know if you can become a non-commercial sponsor. I guess like
Sure,
if
you
can
could.
just
Yeah,
invest
if
in
you
the
just
show.
if you yeah, absolutely you can.
Yeah.
You could become yeah. I mean, if you just want to do that, of course you could. We'll just say your name every day. Just say Wendy's the greatest truck driver on the planet.
There you go.
Where's she at today? We'll do Where's Wendy today?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what we do. We'll give you your own segment.
Ooh.
Where's Wendy today?
Where
And we'll
in the
find out every
world?
day where you are, and we'll talk about it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. You can be an individual sponsor if you want to. I promise you, we're creative. We'll come up with a way to make that work. Hey, here's some news. If you are one who lives in Saline County, or if you have to drive through there a lot. It was about a few months ago when officials with Arkansas DOT started working on the final phase of the I-30 widening project in Saline County. Since then, drivers have expressed a lot of frustration. I-30 has been a nightmare. Let's be honest. It has been. I live there. I know.
It's a dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
Cement walls on each side of you. It's just kind of like, am I going to
Yeah, no, I know.
Make it home?
I always feel like, when you have one on each side, I feel like I'm Luke Skywalker going into the Death Star trying to shoot in the port,
Yeah.
This person, Dave over at the DOT, said, I understand every complaint we got, all the frustrations. I'd say that most of those we and the contractors deserve. Well, you don't hear that much. A project that was estimated to take 3 years has turned into 5, but those delays and difficulties eventually led to a change. Said it started in 2019. I think the original completion date was November 2022. We didn't hit that. This past year, we'd reached a point in the project where we weren't satisfied. We weren't happy with the progress. It had been delayed a couple of times.
You weren't happy with the progress.
No, I know, right? Now, officials decided to widen it to reduce congestion and make it safer. Now, when Arkansans drive along I-30 there, they're going to see 6 lanes. They said that it's just about to come to an end now. So that's the good news. They said new year will bring great new things to Saline County widening.
Okay.
Officials have determined a substantial completion date of early to mid-January. So shortly after the new year,
All right.
all those cones, all those divider walls, all those things
All those.
that make you anxious as hell and slow you down will be gone.
Woohoo!
No, that's great. They've been on the project for 5 years,
Yeah, I was
man.
going to say, that's been going on.
5 years.
Yeah.
5. Now, I will admit this, the work they did here downtown has been really, really good.
Yeah.
Now you've got a gazillion. It's much better. The flow of traffic is way better now than it's ever been. So they did a good job
Well,
on
that's
that.
good. I know
Yeah.
I've never had any issue with traffic either coming or leaving when I got to, head back home.
Well,
So
no,
I've been
at that
lucky
time
for
of day,
that.
no, at that, when you're getting out there at 4:30 in the morning, or you're
The only person you on the highway,
at 9:30 in the morning, it's not that bad.
The only person passing me on the highway is, you.
Yeah, I did pass you this morning, didn't I? That's what you said. You said you saw me
I did.
go past, and you went, yeah, but that's
I
fast.
was chilling in the middle lane, just doing my thing, rocking out to my music, and whoa! And
Was I much faster past you when I came past you?
You went right past me in the left lane, and I was like,
Yeah.
I bet you that's Patrick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it was. Yep.
I'm bad like that, man. I got to get somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't like messing around. All right, let's talk about this. This is a couple of rock acts that made the 2024 10 global Google search list. You get the end of the year list. We were talking yesterday about some of them, but there's a 2024 top 10 global musician list and a couple of names on it. Linkin Park placed 3rd this year, and Dave Grohl came in at number 9. With Linkin Park's relaunch as a band and with a new lead singer, and then Grohl's infidelity making major headlines, it's not a surprise. What is surprising is that Linkin Park and Grohl made it on the top 10.
Right.
When you narrow it down just to U.S. searches, neither one made the top 10. That list is dominated by urban and pop acts. Let's see if it tells me.
Did you ever listen to the new Linkin Park singer?
I've heard one song.
Yeah.
I don't know much. Do you like it or no?
I was.
Oh, you don't?
No. They had their little flare up. Everybody, they got popular again. Everybody talking about the new lead singer. I checked it out, and I was like,
You didn't like it?
No, not at all.
Why not?
I'll be completely honest. I felt like it was just somebody doing karaoke to Linkin Park with the Linkin Park band members in the background.
Okay.
Everybody was
I can
all,
see
you know,
that.
yeah.
I could see that.
Everybody was like, "Oh, she sounds like, you know what,
Well, Chester Bennington. Well, they said they could have gone with someone that did sound like him, but they were afraid they would sound like a karaoke band.
Yeah, well, that's
You
that's,
say
that's
they
what they ended up
did it
achieving
anyway.
anyways.
So the musicians who did top the list, No Shock Diddy is number one. I think you understand why. Usher, Linkin Park, Sabrina Carpenter, and Justin Timberlake, who Chad was at the Justin Timberlake concert in Memphis, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drove all the way to Memphis just to see Justin because he loves him so much.
Amanda just went and saw him the other day here in Little Rock.
Do you know that, Chad and his wife, Kristen, who's amazing, by the way, learned, he decided to commit and learn a little dance.
Oh, yeah?
That they did at the Timberlake concert together. He learned all the steps, like one of the Backstreet Boys or something.
Yeah, good for
you know.
Chad.
Yeah.
Maybe he can come in and,
No, I'd love for him to come in and show us the moves
Yeah,
that
I
he
think
learned
so.
for
I
the
think,
concert. Yeah, he said "Sexy Back's" like his favorite song of all time.
Yes.
That's what he said. I don't know. I mean, I think that's what he said. I was smoking. I'm not sure. I shouldn't do that. That's terrible, man. All right, let's.
We
move
got some fans in Louisiana, man. They're saying
in Louisiana. Who's in Louisiana?
Well, we got Robbie and Dakota. They're all talking about if you're gonna start doing remotes and going out in the public, that we need to maybe bring Patrick and the people down there for Mardi Gras.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome.
Fully support that.
That would be a lot of fun to go down for Mardi Gras, wouldn't it, man? And we might do something like that.
All right.
See what they got going on. Maybe we can work something out with them and
right.
get down there. That would be a lot of fun.
That would.
Yeah, and I'm also getting ready to work on getting us on the list over at the prison in Texas, so we can go on the road and try to interview Joe Exotic in person.
Oh, if he can.
Yeah, make a little documentary about it on the way.
That'll be awesome.
It would be cool, wouldn't it? I think it'd be a really neat
I'm
thing
always
to do.
down for a road trip, man.
Yeah, I know. It's always fun to do things like that, man. I'm certainly down to do that. All right, now let's talk about who StubHub's most in-demand events and artists were of the year. They've released their annual Year in Live Experiences report. It reveals their best-selling live music and sporting events worldwide this year, and I'm sure you'll be shocked by all of them. I'm not, by the way. It was a big year, though. The gig tripping trend, and gig tripping is just a road trip for a concert, okay? The gig tripping trend was huge in 2024. U.S. buyers traveled to international events twice as much this year. International buyers traveled to U.S. events 32% more. The year's top in-demand global sporting event was the World Series, followed by the Super Bowl, the European Championship semifinals and final, the Copa America semifinals and finals, and the NBA finals. Probably no surprise, the top in-demand global artist of 2024 was Taylor Swift with 116 events. She made some ridiculous amount of billions of dollars on this tour.
You know what, though? As much as I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, I'll give her credit where credit's due. She gave, all of her tour people and even the truck drivers, extra bonuses.
Yeah, no.
That was cool.
I'm not a fan of the music.
No,
I
it's
have
not
respect.
mine.
I have great respect for what she's accomplished as a business person, and I do think she's talented. It's not my kind of music,
Right.
but I will say that I think among a world full of arrogant artists,
Right.
that she seems to do a lot for her fans and with her fans.
Yes, I would absolutely agree.
And I think that matters to them. It may not be my thing, but I respect that. So she was the top in-demand global artist. Number 2 was Zach Bryan, Adele, Olivia Rodrigo, Morgan Wallen, Coldplay, the Eagles, the Rolling Stones, Billy Joel, and U2. Well, that last 4 is a little surprising. I guess it's not surprising, but it is. The Eagles, the Stones, Billy Joel, and U2. Which one of those would you most want to see if you could pick one?
The Rolling Stones.
The Stones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, over the Eagles even.
For sure.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's fair. There's no Glenn Fry. So, it takes part of the Eagles down. Yeah, the Stones would probably be a good show.
I would think so.
They probably would be. I mean, he's like 76, 77 now.
Yeah.
Just had a heart, not a transplant, but
Pacemaker.
like a bypass or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Billy Joel would be cool too.
Billy Joel would be awesome. Yeah. As he's gotten older, his eyes have come further and further out of his head. He looks like a chameleon now. Yeah, the Eras tour, that was the one that she went on. I wonder what the big concert event coming up that everybody's most excited about in 2025 is. What 2025 concert are you guys looking forward to? What's the big show that you're planning to take a trip for or whatever?
Well, good morning.
Hey, Dr.
How
Murphy.
you doing?
Come on in.
Yeah, have a seat. Oh, you don't want to sit over here? Okay. Thank you for gracing us with your presence today.
Well, thank you.
We've missed you.
It's good to see you. Good to see you. Get on over here. Here, we'll get your mic even turned up for you. How about that?
Hottest concert of 2025, eh?
Well, I just wonder what everybody's
I just
going to
wonder if
see.
there's most anticipated. Okay, here we go. This is the most anticipated tours of 2025, the list so far.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got to
Okay.
bring this up here.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Latasha said, good morning, two of my favorite podcast men. Good
Hey,
morning,
Latasha. I'm a favorite? Oh.
Yeah. K-Bird said, good morning to the peeps. What up? What up? Where's the bullshit kid? Hold on.
Bullshit.
There you go. How about that? Crystal said, good morning from Benton. What's up in the SC? Good morning, guys. I listen to every episode, rarely say hi, so here it is. Hi. What's up, Curtis? Hey, you see your rare comment paid off. We appreciate you, Curtis. Man, you're awesome.
What?
Latasha
Universe,
said
man.
Post Malone and Jelly Rolls big ass stadium tour is what I'm excited for. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, Jelly Roll.
Post Malone and Jelly Roll,
That'd
man,
be
that's a
nice.
hell of a show right there. I'd like to see that show, to be honest with you. I like both of those artists. They're great.
I don't know where they came up with this list at, man, but apparently I'm just reading here. The most anticipated tours of 2025. Number 1, Billie Eilish.
Where's who produced this?
That's what I'm saying.
No, who's the article? Where are you at?
It's from soapcentral.com.
Yeah, okay. I'm already discrediting it. Billie Eilish.
I'm gonna have to find a different one because then they go into like Iron Maiden and Metallica.
Well, yeah, I can see
not
those.
that those aren't great concerts.
Iron Maiden and Metallica are probably. Iron Maiden's pretty amazing. I mean, they've been around since the 80s.
but- yeah, I'm just.
I mean, they're
surprised
old.
it's a
They're old.
tour.
Well, people they probably hadn't done it in a while, but
Dua Lipa, Gracie Abrams. I have
I don't know Gracie.
no idea who these people are.
I know who Dua Lipa is. Attractive young singer. I don't know much about her music though. What's up, Dr. Marla? How are you?
I'm just like almost had a pile up on the interstate.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm just kind of dazed.
Is it was it crazy out there?
It was a little, yeah.
It was
yeah.
it
And,
in the
you guys are talking about traffic's not bad. I'm like, I'm in it. I'm just in it.
well, it can be at
It
moments.
got a little. I was a little scared.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
They said that we were just talking about how in Saline County they're about to wrap that project up.
Yeah, and that's right by my house and work. So
So you're
thank
thankful
you.
for it.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, no, it went a little
Sick of it.
longer than they
A little
anticipated,
bit.
they
yeah,
said.
half the time my clinic's been open. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3 years. It's been 5.
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah, so they're wrapping that up in January. So you get rid of the cones and all the.
Yep.
Does it make you nervous, the concrete barriers when you're driving through there?
No, that's fun.
That's
It
fine.
was nerve wracking though, because I had a patient, young girl in her 30s, who'd had a stroke,
Yeah,
and she's like, "I need to drive." So we went driving, and I just sat there gripping.
yeah.
I should have got paid way more for that, but she did great.
Well, that's good. That's
It was
good.
nerve wracking because we
Um,
drove all the way to Lonsdale.
Oh, Lonsdale.
Yeah, she just wanted to go see her
Just wanted to go
grandma.
for a drive.
Oh, that's
Oh, okay.
okay. I was gonna be like, what's in Lonsdale? But
Grandma,
grandma's in
but
Lonsdale.
she did great. Now
What's
she's
going on at? If you don't know, Dr. Marla
Hi.
owns Exceptional PT or Exceptional Physical Therapy in Benton. I highly recommend her. She's been my physical therapist for many, many
Yeah,
years.
how's your back after that table?
Man, hey.
I was like, well, he'll be coming to see
You
me.
thought I was coming to
I was
see you,
like,
didn't you? You
I
know,
didn't get a call.
believe it or not, it was stiff that afternoon, but then it was fine. Everybody's asked me. I think it's because my shoe flew off. That everybody. that's
what's
the
that?
thing everybody keeps talking about. His shoe flew off. You
I
know.
was just like, oh no, not that back already. Yeah,
Mm.
but hey, you're good.
No, I am. I am good. You know.
I don't think you're gonna live down that bet anytime soon, man.
Probably not. But you know what though that I think made a huge difference, and I'm sure you would agree, is over I guess a year and a half or whatever, I lost about 100 pounds, and it makes a massive difference on
Oh, yeah.
your body. You know, I feel so much better from a health perspective, just in general terms. But
And I don't remember if you had a large stomach or if you were big everywhere, but like some people have really large, hard packed visceral fat. And they say, why does my back hurt? I'm like, well, you got 80 pounds pulling you forward.
yeah,
So
no, yeah,
think about that.
belly's always, I'm one of those weird people that the weight distributes out pretty well.
hmm
So even when I'm fat, it's kind of evenly distributed.
Yeah.
But yes, towards the end, I certainly had a pretty good belly going. But I've never had one of those hard pot bellies that people have. I'm always intrigued by
And then they
somebody who
say,
has a
look
real,
how hard it is. I'm
yeah,
like, that's visceral fat. You
yeah.
don't
I'm
want that.
not sure what
You
that
want it to be
is.
loose.
Yeah,
Wendy,
what is visceral
It's
fat?
the fat all around your organs.
Oh,
So you don't want that. You don't want that
okay.
hard packed. You want it, if you have fat in your belly, you want it to be a little loose, not that
Really?
hard packed.
I never would have known that's what that was.
Yeah, if you've got a keg instead of the 6-pack,
Yeah.
it's not good.
No, it's probably not good, but that's a lot of people. Of course,
Yes.
the Ozempic revolution has changed a lot of that, hasn't it?
It has. But then there's so many more problems from that too, like slowing down gut motility so nobody's pooping. And that's
Yeah.
even worse. So
Oh, wow.
there's a
Wow.
lot.
Yeah.
trade off. You can
there's-
be skinny, but you can't go
Yeah,
to the
can't
bathroom.
go
there's always a side effect. I did not use the medication. I mean, I know a lot of people did, and I respect that. I mean,
I mean,
if it would have been
losing
at
a
the
lot of
time
weight
at the
helps.
time that I started, if it would have been accessible to me, I might have considered that. But I just had to go the old school way and just eat less and do more.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, that's
healthy way.
really all.
Long term.
But it took me a long time. I mean, it wasn't the 3-4 months.
No,
It
it's
was
a
like a
lifestyle
year and a
change.
half. Yeah. So, and I noticed I picked up probably 10 or 12 pounds in the past 5 months. But again, even that, I'm able to recognize it and go, okay, let me dial that back. So by
Right.
New Year, I anticipate that those 12 pounds and maybe more will be gone because I'm trying to stay on top of it.
I need to do that
Why?
because I live with Mr. America
Oh,
and
I
his body, and he's
forgot.
just like super
Well, that
fit
guy
and
doesn't have.
disciplined.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. He probably spends 32 hours a day in the gym.
Wendy on Facebook wants to know if you can help with arthritis with physical.
We help with the symptoms,
Okay.
but I can't fix it.
Well,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
can. Not right now. I mean, it can't be quote.
But
fixed.
intermittent fasting does. So do that.
Yeah, you think that's a win? Intermittent fasting. What do you think? What do you recommend for people who have arthritis? That's the best thing for them.
Arthritis is inflammation.
Right.
So intermittent fasting will get rid of the inflammation, and then it heals at the cellular level and just cleans up the whole body system. Gets rid of
So what are there certain things we eat that promote inflammation more
yeah.
than others?
sugar, Mountain Dew,
God damn. I'm sorry.
Mountain Dew.
I have no
I
idea
like
what you're
sugar.
talking
I
about.
like
Cover it up.
sugar though.
No,
I know it's bad for me,
just-
but
You want to eat non-processed, healthy, organic,
yeah,
not Mountain Dew.
yeah.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Is McGriddle considered organic?
What?
McGriddle?
Yeah. As long as it's 95% or more organic, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm almost certain that is a organic, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
okay.
man. They farm raised McMuffins or
Yeah, grass fed.
yeah, grass fed
yeah.
McMuffins.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to something else, shall we? We need to move along here a little bit. All right. Listen, if you are looking for a vehicle, and you might be looking for a truck, and I'm going to tell you what, right now, some great trucks over at Fitz Auto. You can go over there. It's 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. You want a Silverado, you want a Ford F-150, you want a Ram. They've got them all. They're late model. They're low mile trucks. Listen, if you've had bad credit, don't worry, because they can help you out. They can work with you. They can work with you on your credit. They can work with you on your down payment. Look, if you really want a vehicle and you're willing to, pay for it, then go over to Fitz Auto and get with that. It's 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock or fitzauto.com. Come on in, man. Have a seat, buddy. How are you, man? Yeah, get on in here.
Now we're ready to kick it off, man.
Hold on, man. We got JP in the house, man. Go ahead, throw on your headphones, man, and let's get you in here and get you scooted over a little closer so you're on frame there. You can just look up at that monitor right there. And then I'll remind you, make sure you stay on the mic. Yeah, look, he's got to unwind everything. Yeah,
I
no,
knew how to get me. All right.
All right, are you there now? You
All right.
good? All right.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, JP Ford.
Going on?
He's a comedian. He performs all over the place. How you doing, man? What's
Going
going
on?
on?
Man, not a whole lot. Just working,
Yeah.
telling jokes, you know.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Well, I'm glad to have you back, man. We're talking about all kinds of stuff today.
I'm glad to see you good. I see you went through a table the other week, so honestly, I didn't think you was gonna be here.
Everybody's been talking about that, man. I guess.
The greatest idea I've
I
ever
mean,
come up with.
I mean,
Got both shoes on and everything.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. No, this is the slam heard around the world.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know, man. It's like the greatest thing I've ever accomplished is being slammed on a table somehow. But my
Honestly,
career
that's how
has
it
been
goes in
reduced
a
to-
lot of people's lives. Like my greatest accomplishment involved being slammed through a table.
Yeah, no, it was pretty great. Now I'll be in a match coming up January 25th.
Oh, nice. That's what the title over there is about. Is that?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going for that title.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
going,
going
okay.
for that
It's
title.
already here. You don't have to fight.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
right
Well, I
there.
could, they say possession's 9/10 of the
Exactly.
law.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should do that. I should
Want
do
it?
that.
Yeah. We'll show it to him.
Watch this shit.
I immediately got
Yeah,
starstruck.
it's that.
This
That
is
was
worth going through a
nice.
table
That's
for.
heavy. Wow.
This is the Vapors Championship Wrestling
Let me tell you
Heavyweight.
something, Chris. When I get you the squared circle and your shit up. Look at that, man. That is a dope.
It is so
this thing's
heavy.
so heavy, man.
Yeah.
That was good, man. That was
Oh
a
no,
good one.
I'm not even.
That's
I'm
solid
just
talk
playing
from a
around.
guy that
I'm
went
just
through a
playing
table.
around.
Oh yeah,
Oh
let
yeah,
me check
no, I
that
got
out.
something
Yeah,
for him.
that is-
That's heavy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that is
That is
dope.
a legit
that is
belt.
well designed.
Yeah, no, it's nice for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. That is awesome.
Yeah,
I got to be in attendance for that.
Oh yeah, man.
January 25th, right
here.
here. It's going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
it's going to be a scaffold. Oh, no, mine's not, but we're going to have a scaffold match.
Scaffold, man.
Where
Okay.
they got scaffold built like, I don't know, many feet up in the air that they have to wrestle on the scaffold, and the first one that gets knocked off loses that match, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
now
said it
I'm not.
exactly.
I'm not doing the high flying business. I'm not built for that. But I am going to take on Chris, Jimmy Buffet.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffet. I'm going to cash him in. He's going to be Diet Jimmy Buffet. Yeah, he's going to be Jimmy. Jimmy, the restaurant is closed. That's who he's going to be.
Take some of my business cards and pass them out. to
Yeah,
Oh,
the-
yeah,
well, you should be there. You need to be.
Where will
You
it
can
be?
be my
Just need to
corner
be out there
person.
shaking hands and handing out cards. That's it.
Yeah, you can be my corner person.
Oh.
Yeah, right here.
All right.
In our
Free event?
facility, yeah. No, it's
I'll do it.
free.
Do it.
January 25th, we'll have 8 matches that day, and they're coming from all over the place. I mean, they're coming from around the country to
Yeah.
participate in this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
a really
it's
big
big.
event, man.
No, it's big. We've got some big names attached to it. It's going to be an awesome event. So we hope everybody will come because it's going to be
And
free. Yes.
Like right in there?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
they
ma'am.
got
That's
the
right.
ring in there. Hey, I can't wait for that scaffold.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna be falling high.
Yeah, they're building up bleachers. We've got a VIP section where you sit up high. We've got everything, man.
And we're still looking for more people to get involved. So if you
Yeah.
have again, it's a free event. We're not, there's no money to be made by anybody here outside of, unless you're charging for merchandise or whatever. But
Yeah.
if you have a food truck, man, you want to come, bring
Yeah,
your food
if
truck
you wanna
out.
set
Oh,
up a
because
food
wrestling
truck.
fans love
Touch with me.
food.
Right,
Right.
It's a
exactly.
3-hour
Yeah,
event. We're gonna eat.
Yeah, no, we'd love to have set up some food trucks, merchants, vendors, whatever.
Yeah. So if
man.
that's
Be
if that's
fun.
something you're interested in, get in touch with
Yeah,
me,
let
Rich
us know.
Rockwell on Facebook
Yeah.
or you. And I know you're going to be doing some comedy during the
Yeah.
the matches and things.
Yeah. I'll have to do my match after that, I think, because I don't want to have to do.
Well,
I could get on the stage after I whoop him and just talk about that, but I think that would be embarrassing to him. So I'd rather do it after.
There-
probably.
I would much rather see you get on stage after an ass whooping. I'm gonna be honest. Just after wait a minute, he cheated the entire time.
Yeah, no, it'd be tough, man. I could do that though.
I can tell you, with the anticipation for this match,
Mhm.
we have decided that specifically your match against Jimmy
Mm-hmm.
will be the main event of the evening.
What?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Hell
Main
yeah!
Oh,
event,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, baby, that's right. The main event.
That table really is a
Get
big
your
part of your
lunch.
life right now.
Get your learn on Jimmy Buffet, because if that's the best you had, you're done. You're toast, son.
That's it.
You're toast. All right, let's move on. At nearly any mass market drugstore in Texas, customers can buy the normal things: Tylenol, bandages, mascara, whatever it may be. But the Hello Cake Little Sucker rechargeable and waterproof stimulator could soon be illegal under Texas law if newly elected state rep
Damn it.
Hillary Hicklin has her way. filed this week ahead of the Texas legislative session. A proposed bill would prohibit the sale of sex toys at retail stores like Target, Walmart, and CVS, and impose penalties on those that do. What they say is it should only be in adult stores is where that should be located, or you should be able to order it online. It says our family-oriented retailers should reflect values of the communities they serve. Parents do not consent to their kids being exposed to these devices while shopping for toothpaste. They call it common sense protection for families. So let's talk about that.
Don't sell beer, don't sell wine, don't sell cigarettes. Discuss with your children what things are. And also, as a physical therapist, I feel like that's pelvic floor strengthening.
Is important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me ask, if you were, at the checkout and, you got your Snickers, you got your little, pen lights, you got all those things. And right there is let's say
Dildo.
a
Say it.
robust dildo.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a concern for you?
No, not me.
If your kid grabs it off the shelf and goes,
Listen,
Mom,
you don't know.
Mom.
You don't know my kids.
Well,
My
I'm
daughter
saying-
would be like, "Hey, Mom, want another or whatever."
Well, but I mean, she
no.
said one another.
One another.
What are you
Hold on,
doing?
hold on, it's on that. She said one another. I have an arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how you see
Don't
in
open the
movies
door.
where people open up the thing and
Right.
they've got all the guns in there? Marla opens it up and it's just an array of.
What? So what?
So
So?
I love it. No, I love it.
You
I
got
love
all the attachments.
I just don't lie about it.
it.
Exactly.
No, that's great. That's
I
great.
do have a friend that plugged hers into a wall and all the lights went out in her house and she had to call an electrician and he said, "What happened?" She's like, my hair
She-
dryer."
Yeah.
I won't embarrass and say who it
Well,
was.
you can't hook it up to a chainsaw motor and
That's
not
what I'm
expect that,
saying.
man. I
Who
mean,
has one that plugs into the wall anyway?
yeah. Well, that is weird,
A
isn't
person
it?
that stops at Target.
Probably, yeah.
That's the thing.
What do you
That's
think?
the only
Jen?
place you can find it.
Do you have a young person, a
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
a tax deduction? Do you? What?
Participation trophy?
Yeah. Do you? What do you think? Does it? Do you think they should or shouldn't be there?
No, definitely not.
You think they should not?
No. I can't. I mean, who's going to CVS and Walgreens for sex toys, man?
Well, it's probably an impulse buy. I'm guessing. I don't know.
While you're there getting the COVID test or something. Oh
Yeah.
well, hey. Since
I
we're
didn't know
here.
there was a Nutbuster 3000
Right,
here.
exactly.
You
Yeah,
can buy
that's-
your
yeah,
shampoo,
honestly.
you can buy your conditioner, your toothpaste, your hairbrushes. Why can't you buy your dildo?
Yeah, honestly, that's
Okay.
what I was thinking.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
Why
an
not?
impulse buy.
Yeah. So, what do you? Should they be in Target or Walmart or CVS or no?
Yeah, I'm a total fan of it. That's
Yeah.
the thing, because I'm one of those people. I'll pick up a sex toy on the impulse buy. Like,
Okay.
they got the Gucci 5,000. Why not?
Way
I'll be
cheaper.
honest.
It's way cheaper.
Wait.
I'm here. I ain't got to wait 3
Well,
days.
here's what I want to say to anyone who's outraged. Yeah, I don't have to a 3-day waiting period.
It's
For that.
crazy.
That's great. There should be a 3-day waiting period for that. I'll say this. Look, I don't have any outrage on this. Walmart has been doing this for, 10 years now.
Yeah.
It's not new. Same aisle as the lubricant, same aisle as the condoms. It's not really any different to see lubricant, a condom, or a toy to me. They're all the same question. What is this for? Well, let me tell you, Timmy.
Conversation, though. Why is it so taboo?
Yeah,
Talk
and
to your
honestly,
kids.
when I was
mean-
when I was a teenager, yeah, I think I did buy my condoms from like Walmart. I would just go in and pick it up. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
They don't ask for ID or anything. You
bet-
can just grab them.
I have to bet, and it shouldn't be this way, but I bet condoms are among the most shoplifted items because people are embarrassed. Yeah, to walk up to the counter. You shouldn't be, by the way. Don't
Yeah,
be.
own it. Own
Yeah,
it.
just walk
I
up
mean,
there
yeah,
real
If you
proud.
own it, like they
Own it.
appreciate it. It's something about the energy. I was 16, like just going up there. Hey, I know what I'm doing tonight.
I was gonna say,
I got
I was
intentions.
confident, like you know, and I know what's about to go down.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to do something.
Well, let me
so-
tell you what not to do. Don't buy the ones in the machines in the bathroom. Okay. Do not buy those. I don't care what they
Three-quarters at
say.
the gas
The
station.
Rough Rider or whatever it's called. Those things are dusty as hell, man. You open that thing up, man, you'll choke to death on the dust before you have sex.
That's how you have like a bad pregnancy, right?
That's
there.
exactly
Using
right.
One of those condoms.
Yeah,
That's how the
but-
baby come out with like one leg.
That's right now. That's exactly right. One of those, probably the dust off of it. Yeah. What were you
When
saying?
we went to the World Health Organization in China, there were bulk baskets full of condoms in the bathroom to take.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I bet.
We all brought them. Well, I didn't take any. I don't need them. But they're Chinese, right? They were just like, oh, souvenirs.
Well, yeah, you
like
can
that.
only have, I think, 2 kids in China.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's only 2 kids you can
they
have.
relaxed that, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why they highly promote it.
No, it was just the guy who started condoms in every bathroom was
Yeah.
over there
That's
at
great.
that facility.
That
and we were like,
salesman's
"That's
made a lot of
cool."
money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if condoms are the only thing you guys have to buy that's embarrassing, correct?
No.
What else?
No.
Because like girls have to go when we're young, tampons
Oh,
and
yeah.
all those things.
How
that
about
we just-
jock itch cream?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
embarrassing
and
to
I
buy.
wasn't embarrassed when I got mine. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, I was a little embarrassed, I guess.
But does it say jock itch cream on the package, or just
It
say
says
like?
big ball cream.
"Ah."
No, it doesn't. I don't know. What else is embarrassing that guys buy? I mean, I've bought plenty of feminine hygiene products for my wife, but I'm
You're a
not
good
embarrassed
man,
by
yeah,
it.
you're good.
Right.
But
I
girls
don't
have to
care.
deal
Yeah, I don't care. Matter of fact, I like to just walk up and act like I'm buying it for me.
Yeah.
I just slap it down like you got to become
Yeah,
strong.
you gotta
Like the
own it.
condoms, you got to slap it down. And go. It's a heavy day. Let's go. I don't have time to play around with you. Okay, let's go. I got to get out of the store.
You're a nice man.
Yeah, well, I try to be. Anything that you buy that's embarrassing.
You know,
I'm more
now
embarrassed
trying
at-
to think of it, and I'm just
I'd be
drawing
more
a blank,
embarrassed with
but
the
yeah.
snacks I buy than that.
That's what I said, Mountain Dew. But
You,
I'm
you're
not
on the Mountain
embarrassed
Dew,
about
aren't you?
Mountain Dew.
I'm just playing. I just love doing that.
Like, I walk
I
into
got
the
nothing.
store,
I don't mind buying the sex toys. Like, I
Yeah.
go there, I slam a dildo right down the thing. Let's go.
Yeah, no, it is for me. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Mountain Dew, you're on it, aren't you?
I just
She's-
love to
she's
mess
getting
with
on me.
Rick.
Well, but
I
you know,
love messing with
What's
Rick.
crazy?
I love it.
What's crazy is Mountain Dew. I think is almost pure poison,
And it
and
tastes
and
so
yet
good.
it does. But
It
we
does.
just keep selling it and drinking it, don't we? Look at you
Oh.
going for it.
Pause for 1 second here
should
while
be
I enjoy
sponsored.
this.
It's the
You
only.
should be
Delicious,
sponsored.
refreshing.
It's the only soda that can actually cause penile shrinkage.
Well,
Did you know that? That's
the
true.
only thing
Yes.
that makes it bad. I feel like somebody
there's
in
a
the
lot more
marketing
in it
team
that makes it bad.
was
Trust me.
like, "Hey, this is too good. We got to throw some in there to
No,
make
there's-
people not want it.
That's
Let's
got-
say it make it small."
It's probably got as much caffeine as a Monster energy drink. I bet.
does it?
It's got to be close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's the highest caffeine and
next
sugar.
to Jolt Cola.
But that's why
Yeah.
it tastes so good. It's so sugary.
No,
and
it does
caffeinated.
taste
Yeah.
damn good,
It is
man. They put a
good.
little salt in it. People will kill each other for it.
Even the diet one tastes good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Does
which is
it?
shocking. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
I,
I'm not
I don't
gonna
drink
lie.
'em.
Cigarettes and Mountain Dew, that's my 2 vices in life. And
Those
if
are-
that's like
that's-
the worst thing that I'm
that's
doing, I
pretty
think
high.
I'm doing
Yeah.
pretty good.
Mine
no,
is
I
beer.
don't know if that's true at all.
No?
I don't know if that's true at all, bro. I don't know if you're doing pretty good or not. I mean, let's be honest here. Those are pretty tough ones there, aren't they?
I mean, what, cigarettes and Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that's not a winning recipe, man.
I mean, in life,
there's
like you
other
said,
things that I could do that are way worse, you know?
we doing cocaine and coffee.
Right,
but-
exactly.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And I'm not sure that's
Just
not
to
better.
You know, I'm just showing up here every day. all
Cocaine
energetic.
doesn't have preservatives in it. That's why it's better. It's preservative free.
No gluten in
gluten
cocaine.
free,
Gluten-free cocaine.
preservative free, fat free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
So I'm just
Makes
making
you
that
I
thin.
told you though,
Yeah.
cocaine, I can't do cocaine, man. It doesn't do anything.
oh,
It's the ADHD. That's how I got diagnosed.
all right.
Hmm.
You know what we need to do really is, well, I tell you what, let's do this and we'll go ahead and do wackadoos, and then we're going to come back and do Joe Exotic.
All right.
So, and I know everybody, listen, I'll give you a second. Go ahead and get your recording devices ready, and let me play this. Here you go. You ready?
This is the segment, not like the other. People do stupid shit, you say, oh brother. Hey, it's not a copy or a clone of any previous bit. But if you think so, hey, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
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 You feel that?
Wackadoo in the
I
news.
think it deserves some, snaps or something.
That man, it deserves a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
People just feel that. you know?
Number 1 in Korea, you said.
Yes, number 1 in Korea. Also yesterday in Botswana, we were number
Most
1.
anticipated tour.
Huh?
I said the most anticipated tour.
There'll be no
ever
tour.
since that
No
song.
tour.
No.
No tour. A Canadian woman arrested for attempting to smuggle drugs into New Zealand, disguising them as Christmas presents. New Zealand customs officials said 22 pounds of meth, $2.2 million discovered in the woman's carry-on bag as she arrived on a flight from Vancouver. Said the passengers just made Santa's naughty list. Oh, I'd say it's more than Santa. Her name and age not released. She was held on, well, lots of charges, as you can imagine. They shared pictures of the Christmas gifts, which were wrapped in bright red paper printed with snowflakes stowed inside a red duffel bag she brought on the flight. So these criminal groups make the mistake of thinking customs won't chase smaller targets, but we know drugs sent from North America are an increasing risk, and we're prepared. But that I have to assume that the most disappointed there are the people whose gifts those were.
Right?
I mean, wow.
Yeah, I don't like how they use the word disguise as Christmas gifts. No, those were presents.
Those
Yeah,
were
those were
presents.
presents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, that person's sorely disappointed. An American woman who arrived in Australia to attend clown school with a gold-plated pistol in her luggage has been jailed for a year. Lillian Goodson, a 30-year-old American woman, pleaded guilty to illegally importing a firearm. Australia does not play about that. She claims she forgot it was in her bag. Come on. I'm so tired of hearing the people, I forgot I had a gun in my bag. No, you don't. Nobody forgets they have a gun in their bag unless you're an arms dealer.
Like,
Come
who
on.
puts the gun in their bag to begin with?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I left it there from last time. Well, it wasn't doing you much good, was it?
She going to clown school. All right, I got my nose, I got my flower, the big shoes.
Right.
Where's my gun? Where's my gun?
She arrived from Florida to attend clown school in April 23, but was stopped at the border after they noticed the 24-karat gold-plated weapon. It's nothing like being discreet.
Yeah.
She claimed she forgot it. She said she didn't have any prohibited items, but then they discovered it. But they discovered later she searched online for an answer to the question, can I have a gun in my suitcase? And set a calendar reminder to herself to put the gun in the suitcase. So that pretty much shot down the I didn't know and forgot
But I have
argument.
a question.
Yeah.
Does Australia have the best clown school in the
Right.
world? Is
I
that
don't
why?
know
'Cause
why.
I feel like you could go
You can.
local and,
Yeah.
and take your gun.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
Right there.
And I could have understand if it was a gun where a flag came out and said bang.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
that would make sense.
That'd be genius, actually.
That would be genius to do that. You still probably get in trouble. But
Oh.
Bradenton police have arrested a 16-year-old boy after he shot a flare gun on a field of soccer players during a game. He shot it onto a field full of soccer players during a match at a Bradenton private school. They didn't name the school. The teen and his friends left the school's property, returned to the vehicle they'd driven, parked at a nearby restaurant. Officials said the teen then fired the flare gun from the passenger seat of the car toward the soccer field. The flare narrowly missed players, but burned 2 holes in the turf, causing $1,000 in damage. After being questioned, he admitted to it, expressed remorse, turned himself in, and I guess he's paid his fine or whatever.
Well,
Probably got his ass beat at home.
should have gone to clown school.
Yeah, it would have been better. Would have been better, right?
Keep it local.
Wow, this is weird. Josh Gottheimer wants to be known as a big fan of music legend and New Jersey native Bruce Springsteen. When the New Jersey congressman announced his candidacy for governor, he did so to the tune of the Springsteen track Glory Days, so it wasn't a surprise when he shared his Spotify Wrapped listening statistics for 2024. The top 5 were all Springsteen tracks. He also captioned it, no surprises here. Fun fact, my first concert was at the Meadowlands to see The Boss. Well, the post appeared to have been doctored, with some followers pointing out the font was different from other Spotify things. And when questioned, he admitted that he'd actually altered it and made it up, that it wasn't his Spotify list. He just wanted to
He just wanted to be,
he just wanted to be the Springsteen guy.
That's crazy that he went that far to do that.
Yeah, just to make that statement.
He
I mean,
just posted like a Springfield track. Like, he didn't have to go that far.
no, he didn't. It seems silly, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's just, it took a lot of time to get caught up.
Yeah, that's an unforced error, is what you call that.
Unfor-
Yeah. Let's see. You won't find the hot new gift this holiday season on store shelves or your favorite e-commerce site. People are selling packages of unclaimed mail, and you don't know what's in it until you open it. Florida-based Fun Delivered has sold 90,000 bundles in 3 years, according to their founders. They offload everything from a $39 mini sampler to a party-sized box of hopefully lucrative loot. Now, some customers are hooked on these hauls, but before you laugh, consider the potential. This lady who purchased some last year yielded everything from a knockoff Chanel bag to a human-sized Bowser suit, not to mention a bunch of fake IDs. She said it was mostly about the laughs. Almost everything we opened was something funny. I posted the video on Facebook. My sister-in-law said she can't stop watching them. One lady said not every gamble pays off. She got a hand delivered box of unclaimed mail, and it was nothing. It was just trash, basically, some lingerie and a fleshlight. Well, that's a good.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a good
that's-
haul.
I mean,
Now you're
that's-
just ungrateful.
Now you don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
go to
you're, now
see
you're
it.
just being rude. I mean, you could even give that as a stocking stuffer. Stuff your stocking with a. Well, never mind. Others, like medical professional Anna Anatopoulos, have had more professional success with the game. She leaves boxes of unclaimed mail in her workplace break room. She said at the end of the day, we open it and get some really funny stuff. So this is the big thing, ordering
Yeah.
unclaimed mail.
Well, haven't you heard about the what is it, the Amazon mystery boxes or whatever that you
No.
can buy for like 20 or 30 bucks? You know,
Well, I have heard about that. Have you bought one before?
I haven't, but I've had friends that have,
Yeah.
and I've seen them around, and you know. seen
Did
'em
it
over
turn
there.
out good, or was it?
No, it wasn't worth it.
it was trash?
Yeah, some of the stuff can even be like broken.
Yeah.
You can get like a broken dishwasher or something like that, like
Yeah.
this in one.
No, that'd be great.
Yeah, they spent,
a
like-
broken dishwasher would be exactly what I'd love to
Yeah,
have.
Or if I
definitely.
can sell some of my stuff, just put it in a box it up, and be like, buy this.
Why couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna
And
start
just,
that.
and just say it's a mystery box.
Yeah,
I
Miss
don't even know
Marla's
what's in
mystery
it.
Right.
box.
I know.
Yeah,
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 and just put all kinds of stuff in
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I'm doing it.
yeah, all kinds of every time
Half
you go
a sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of half sandwich, this is so funny. This weekend, I guess, we were all having a good time at our house. I wouldn't go that far, but maybe my son was. I wouldn't say shit faced, but he was, he had his buzz on.
yes.
I woke up the next morning and I was getting ready to go out and do some showings in the morning. And I walked out, and on the counter, sitting there, not on a plate, not on a napkin, nothing. It's just a tuna fish sandwich just sitting there. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? How did this happen? And I asked him the next day, I said, son, I came home. Was that your tuna fish sandwich I saw there? And he goes, damn it. Yeah. He goes, man, he said, I was drunk. He said, I was like, man, I want a sandwich and I'm going to eat that and I'm going to go to bed. He said, I made the sandwich, I set it down. He goes, and I forgot and went to bed.
Yep. Happened to the best of us. It happened to the best of us.
Let's see. A woman found an 11-pound mushroom while out walking, took it home to eat for a week. Miss Minute, 27, was with her dad. When they spotted a large white object across the field, they assumed that it might be some trash. But after touching it to confirm, she realized it was a large puffball mushroom that weighed 11 pounds. She carried it to her parents' home where she was staying for a week, and it fed her and her parents for the rest of the time they were there.
Wow.
That's a bit. Look at that, how big
That's
that.
gigantic. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Now, I'm not
Yeah,
going to
that's
eat
look.
that.
No.
Would you eat? Do you like mushrooms though?
not 11 pounds worth. That's the thing.
No,
For me, that'll last like years.
Yeah, no, I'm never going to eat that. In Ontario, Canada, a college student constructed what's believed to be the world's smallest arcade machine. It's 2.5 inches tall. Victoria Cornonen, an electromechanical engineering student at Fanshawe College, unveiled her creation, a machine that measured 2.5 inches tall, 1 inch wide, 1.3 inches long. The working arcade machine game runs the classic game Pong. Wow, that's I guess that's cool.
Cool. I mean, you know, hey.
you can make it. I mean, that shows you how small chips are now. Technology is a lot smaller that you can do that. So I guess that's a good. And let's see, is there anything else? No, let's move on because I'm ready to get to some Joe Exotic in
I
our
was going
life.
to say, I'm going to give a shout out here real quick. If that's
Okay,
cool with
yeah,
you.
go
We
ahead, do
got,
that.
Curtis Moore said, "Good morning, guys." He listens to every episode. This is
Thanks,
the first
man.
time he said hey, so hey.
What up, dog?
What's going on?
Let's see, where was it here? I just saw Seth D says, JP Ford, what's up, man?
Oh,
going
yeah.
on, Seth
What up,
Dees?
Seth?
What's
What up,
poppin'?
Seth? All right, let's do this real
Yeah.
quick. Do you live or work in Conway, and are you a vapor? Yeah, and listen, stop going to crappy gas stations to get your vapes. Go to Crazy J's. They've got 2 locations in Conway, every kind of flavor you can imagine. Not only that, but if you love the electric lettuce, and who doesn't, they've got all kinds of glassware, some of the coolest stuff that you've ever seen. So no matter whether you're trying to get your vape on or your bud on, Crazy J's is the way to go. Check them out. They've got 2 locations in Conway. Crazy J's for all your vape and smoke needs, baby. Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally to get what you deserve. Check out reedfirm.com, reedfirm.com, or give him a call, 777-7333. All right, everybody. So yesterday, interviewed, or actually it was on Tuesday, interviewed Joe Exotic. He calls in every week now. And I need to issue a content warning here, a language warning, because that way if you're at the office or you got kids, Joe Exotic is not to be tamed, as his name implies. And he had, when he called, as you'll hear, he had just spent 4 days in the hole. So he was in a spicy type mood, as you can imagine. So an interesting interview nonetheless. And I will tell you this, you go to joeexoticofficial.com, take a look at all of the evidence laid out there. He's trying to get this appeal done. And to be honest, this guy should not be in prison for life. He should not be. I mean, I look at some of these people who, get out and, they've killed somebody viciously and they're getting out in 12 years. You're going to tell me this guy should be in there for life? Really?
Right.
And if you look at the evidence, it's very, very compelling. Some of the things, people have recanted stories, they've admitted things, there's all this different stuff. So take a look at it. But let's get to the interview because it's everything, baby. Here we go. Joe Exotic now.
Yeah, hang on. Here he comes right now.
All right.
Joe,
Hey,
how are you, buddy?
I'm just dealing with prison bullshit. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I saw that this week there was some new stuff that you were rolling out in evidence on your case, man. What's new?
I've been locked up in solitary for 4 days, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, they were releasing some information. It looked like there was some additional new evidence that was showing up for your appeal, and it may be just some stuff that your team was posting, but it looked like maybe it was new. But what the hell are you doing in solitary, man?
You know what? This system is so fucking backwards. Okay, we've had scabies for what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to the assistant warden last Thursday with another inmate, and we complained because we didn't get our medicine the way we were supposed to.
Okay.
Okay, because nobody wants to do their job around here. They're just here to collect a paycheck. All right, so instead of giving us our medicine, the people that should have gave us our medicine punished us and put us in solitary confinement and called it isolation. Okay, so instead of letting me come back to the unit and pack my stuff the way they should have, okay, they treated me like I had just done something major wrong, and they were putting me in the shoe, and they wouldn't let me come back and pack my stuff. Okay, so inmates run wild packing your shit and stealing what they want and taking what they don't want. Okay. So then we're in solitary in isolation per se for 4 days. Okay?
Yeah.
It took 3 days to get a drinking cup so we could get something to drink. Okay, the whole 4 days I was back there, I didn't get my normal seizure medicine or nothing, not one time. Okay, and we finally get out on Monday. Okay, so yesterday I get out and I come back, and half of my shit is gone, half of my shit is packed and put in a bag in the storeroom, and the other half of shit is still scattered out throughout where the area that I live. Okay, so meanwhile, the bag that was in one of the bags that was in the storage room had a few groceries in it. Okay, so George, my fiance, okay, lives clear across the prison. Okay, in another unit.
Okay.
Okay, so last night I just took that bag of groceries out of the storeroom when the guard gave it to me, and I gave it to him so he would have something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on the way over there, I guess another guard searches the bag, and there's supposedly a tattoo needle inside the bag.
Okay.
Okay, where the hell that come from? Who knows? Okay, but
Okay.
anyway, he just got in trouble for having a tattoo needle that he didn't even have. Neither one of us had to start with. Okay, but if they would, instead of letting inmates pack your shit, or the guard do his job and pack it, because the guards are the ones that's supposed to inventory it, not fucking inmates.
Right.
Okay, somebody would know how that tattoo needle got in that bag of groceries. Because I didn't bother unpacking that bag of groceries. Hell, I thought it was just
This call is from a federal prison.
and everything else. So yeah, no. So he got called down to the lieutenant's office this morning and is in trouble for a tattoo needle. Okay.
Wow.
That nobody can answer for. Even I just asked the two people that packed my locker, where the fuck did you get a tattoo needle? Well, I don't know. There ain't no tattoo needle in there when we packed it. Well, there supposedly was when the guards searched it.
Mm.
It's just crazy. It's the system in here
But-
is just as fucked up as the system out there.
So you went to tell the people, the powers that be, that you didn't.
what?
That you said you went to tell the powers that be you didn't have your medication, and to complain about that, and as a result, they just immediately put you in isolation.
Right. Okay. Then when we called to ask for a lieutenant, okay, so we could complain about being locked up and no medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, the lieutenant comes over there with about 4 or 5 new employees and shows his ass. Okay, well, I asked, why are we locked up? And he says, because we're locking up the fucking source. And I said, what do you mean the source? I said, this other man has laid there for 7 months with scabies, and you done nothing for him. I said, so who's the source? He says, well, put it in writing so it's in black and white if you want a bitch. I said, well, can I have a cop out? And then he looks at me and he says, well, what do you think? I have a printer up my ass? This is how they treat you in here, man.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's
It's crazy.
Yeah, I would be very upset about that. Very pissed off.
It's complete bullshit.
So what determines the number of days that you end up staying there?
I was in there 4 days.
Yeah, what determines that? Well, how do they make that number up?
Okay, well, the disease lady come around and looked, and I only had 3 spots on me. Okay, 3 bites.
I got you.
That we're in the process of going away.
Right.
So she was like, okay, well, the BOP protocol is you're not even supposed to be put in isolation anymore. And they're not even supposed to take your commissary, your groceries away from you.
Right.
They're only supposed to take your clothes and your sheets and your bedding and quarantine them for 7 days because apparently this scaby can't live off of its host for 7 days.
Right.
Okay, while you get your medicine. They're not even supposed to quarantine you, but it was more punishment than it was anything. Because
Yeah, it sounds
we
like it
opened
is,
our mouth.
especially if you don't have, if you don't get to take your stuff, your groceries, anything else. I mean, if you're supposed to.
Screw the neglect of I could have had a seizure back there because they didn't give me my seizure medicine for 4 days, and then they lock you in a dirty little 6 by 12 foot room, and nothing. Okay, we didn't have a wash rag to wash our face with. We didn't until we raised hell on the 3rd day. We didn't have a toothbrush, no soap,
Nothing.
nothing.
And that's, yeah, that's cruel and inhumane.
Yeah, well, until somebody out there starts bitching about what goes on in here, that's why I want to testify in front of Congress.
Well, I don't blame you. I would want to testify too. I think
when I make it out of here, if I make it out of here, that's my first goal is to testify in front of Congress.
Well,
Just how screwed up this whole system is.
so,
Yes, I'm pissed because I hate being accused of something that I didn't do.
Well, sure.
Because I'm a grown-ass man and I've admitted to everything I've ever done wrong in here. Every time I've got caught with a cell phone, I was the first one to say, yep, it's mine, I fucked up. Okay? But don't be accusing somebody of a tattoo needle in a bag that we didn't pack.
Right. Now it makes sense. So, speaking of getting out, what's the latest on the saga of getting, things heard, getting attention to it? What is new?
I according to the emails I get, hell, I stay in the news every 8 hours. whether it's President Biden or Don Jr. or President Trump or one of his, Matt Gaetz.
This call is from a federal prison.
Today I'm fixing to sit down and type a letter, 2 letters actually, one to Trump and Biden because I now have a clemency number, the application number.
Okay.
And I'm going to get my social media team on really pushing pictures out there on social media saying President Biden, President Trump, signed clemency number so-and-so, so-and-so.
Okay.
Okay.
Make sure they get that to us so we can share it for you.
Okay. And then I'm going to type a letter to Governor Stitt in Oklahoma because the evidence that you've seen, where they admit that they were gonna kill me to start with. They actually had a plot to kill me.
Yeah.
Okay, that was while I was running for governor. So I want to know why they've never opened up an OSBI investigation in Oklahoma and filed charges for conspiracy to kill a gubernatorial candidate.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Why hasn't that been done?
Exactly. So I'm going to type a letter to Governor Stitt today, and then I'm going to type a letter about the clemency thing to Biden and Trump. So those should be going out in the next couple of days, and I'll put a note in the email for them to be sure and send those to you.
Okay, yeah, please do that. I would love to be able to share that out and make sure that we get it to as many people as we're able to also. Tell me something good. What are you guys working on for you and George for the holidays? Anything?
Nothing. I'm still trying to get my people out there to just raise enough money we can buy some groceries.
Okay. Well, I know that we had a couple folks who were giving. I don't know how much they've donated, but I will send that back out again and see if we can really ramp that up for you and talk about it a little bit more.
Last time I got an email, there was only $65 donated.
Okay. All right. Well, we will push that out there and see if we can get that on up to the amount that you had and then some. And I'm sure that, especially given this recent thing where you 4 days in the hole for nothing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and then they steal everything that you had to start with. So it's like you got to start over every time they do this to you. Because the guards don't do their own job and pack the shit like they're supposed to. They let inmates do it, so the inmates just run wild.
They just pilfer you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do? Nothing? There's nothing you can do.
What do they say? Welcome to prison.
Right. No, and nobody wants to give sympathy for that, right? I mean, but we've talked about this many times on our program. The problem that I've always had is that, look, if you do a crime and you do your time, and you get out, you should be a blank canvas. You shouldn't have an anchor around your neck. But just on the same token, if you're an inmate and you're doing your time, it shouldn't be.
You're just a piece of shit to these people.
Right. You shouldn't lose all those kind of things. That should not happen to you. It's not conducive to rehabilitating someone to begin with. Not saying that you do or don't need. I'm saying that, it's not a good formula.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's no different than it should be double jeopardy. You do the crime, you do your time, and you get out. And if you do anything else, they come back and they get you for a career criminal. So you're going to get punished for the first one again. Right,
no doubt. Now let me ask this. I mean, do you have are there guards in there who are, not assholes and are sympathetic and who are doing all they can to make sure it's better, or do you think they're just all?
Okay, well, there's a few here that aren't assholes, but they're all here just for the paycheck.
Yeah. So what?
There's nothing about better here. Okay, there's nothing, and I've been to Tallahassee prison, I've been to Atlanta prison, I've been to Butner prison, I've been here, and I've been to 3 county holdovers, and I've been to the Oklahoma City Airport federal holdover.
Okay.
And nobody gives a fuck. Okay, they just don't.
Now, so let me ask this: where you're at, do they offer, classes, courses, different things that might be beneficial to people who are there, or entertainment?
Well, I've taken 16 classes so
have
far.
you? Okay.
Yeah, and I average 2 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And there is classes to take here.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm taking Spanish class so I can communicate better with George
Yeah.
and other people because I want to be able to be bilingual when I get out here. But it's not about bettering yourself, okay? And
Yeah.
it's just like I tried to do the right thing and file for an application to get married the right way.
Yeah.
And I've said this on the phone before, and I kind of got scolded for it. But it's just instead of doing what I refuse to become one of these people. And instead of doing what everyone else does and just screwing in the shower at night, I tried to file an application and get married and do it properly,
Yeah.
And that wasn't even about having sex. It was about being able to keep him in America and become an American citizen and get out of prison and say, look, I got married in prison and we're starting a new life and we are bettering ourselves, But hell no, it was all about punishing you for opening your mouth.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, as far as that, the wedding goes, assuming that, you can do that.
It's off for now. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, because we can't get married. I mean, the lawyers are working on proxy marriage, but I'm not even going to discuss that on this phone.
No, I understand that.
But this thing's fixing to hang up on us, Patrick.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
I'll talk to you next Tuesday.
All right. We'll get the word out. Wow, that's pretty wild, huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what a wild interview there. I mean, just thinking about that kind of life, man. I mean, that's tough right there.
And then the hole for 4 days gotta suck.
Yeah.
Him along with his thoughts must be crazy.
No, I imagine so. Yeah, no, and I don't know what the deal with the tattoo needle is, but I mean, look, I've seen Shawshank Redemption. I've seen plenty of prison movies. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it possible that he got set up on that? Maybe. I don't know. But I know that if you look at the evidence, clearly his case needs to be looked at again. So I encourage everybody to go to joeexotic.com, joeexoticofficial.com, and take a look at that. Let's move on, shall we? Hente, Haktua, and Trade Wives. Pornhub is pulling back the covers on its top searches of 2024. They do this every year. And the company released the data on Tuesday and revealed that hente is the most searched word on the planet as far as your adult entertainment goes. That is ahead of MILF, lesbian, and backdoor.
I most of the time combine the words.
You like to put more than one search term in. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm surprised. I guess I shouldn't be, but I'm. If you don't know, hente is like an anime version of porn. It's a cartoon.
Okay.
It's a cartoon.
Weird.
So, I mean, that's the number one thing people are looking for is naked cartoon.
Sounds about right. Are the people that are looking for it are doing it in like massive numbers? There's no way.
Apparently they are.
Apparently, yeah.
No, I mean, looking at this.
Top on the list for most search terms.
Yeah, of 2024. I mean, that's wild to think about. I mean,
Don't you
They
remember that?
really, really liked Bugs Bunny.
Well, that movie Heavy Metal back in the 80s?
Oh,
where
yeah.
all the guys were like, oh, she's hot. I'm like, she's a cartoon.
yeah, but it was different then because we had never seen anything like that in a
Right,
movie.
but I mean, my
but-
husband would still talk about that. And but
Well,
I'm just
because
like,
it was a
cartoon.
moment in time.
It is a
Kind of like Jessica
cartoon.
Rabbit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was just a moment in
We
time
do it
where
all the way for Jessica Rabbit.
know,
No man understand why.
nobody had ever seen giant cartoonish boobs like that, and it was like, wow.
Wow.
This is the best thing ever. But yeah, I get your point. I mean, I can see why you're like, well, that's no big deal. And it's not now, but in that moment.
But I'm just saying that relates to the anime thing. It's like, ooh, cartoon boobs or
Maybe
whatever.
so,
Now
maybe
they see
so,
cartoon
but- Or they
boobs do a
say-
lot more. I can
I mean,
see why.
here's my
Or
question.
maybe the drawing of it is like, ooh, this is really
Well,
artistic quality.
And they do involve sometimes fictional creatures and octopi and
Bestiality,
yes, a lot of dragon love, a lot of squid love, a lot of things like that.
It's a
going on.
wide range group.
Yeah, but my question
You
is,
seem well
okay,
knowledge in this specific section.
That's the thing. I
I'm
can't
just
proudly
saying.
just say
I'm,
it. That's
I'm
the
well
thing,
read.
like,
I'm well read. My question is, are you watching that for fun, to laugh, for entertainment, or are you really watching that with the purpose of doing something? Because I'm like, There's no way on a cartoon that I'm getting from A to Z.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't
If you
know.
watching any of the game just to watch it is crazy though. If you're just watching anything just for enjoyment at that category, that's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
45 minutes. I like
the
the plot. Is
Yeah, no.
I like the plot.
Yeah, I watch it for the plot. I love pizza guys delivering.
I say like porn is really interesting for 3 or 4 minutes, and then it's not.
Well, that's what I always felt, man. I'm like, I never understood making a full length movie. I'm like, if you make a clip over 5 minutes, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. How long does it take you? I mean,
I don't
maybe
need to
some
know that
folks
you're
take a while.
buying a car or whatever.
Yeah.
Get to it.
Just, they save all the dialogue.
I don't need to see the husband come home and make dinner afterwards.
No, I definitely don't. So it appears Americans aren't alone in being aroused by the kinky cartoon category, which was the most searched term in Brazil and Ukraine as well. I guess they want to get fantasy in Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine. They was like, "Hey, we got a couple more days left. Let's go ahead and just get weird."
Just get weird.
Wasn't that because the Chinese soldiers were given?
Oh,
internet
that is
access? I bet
true.
that's-
That is
yeah.
true. No, that's a good point. They had soldiers over there, the Chinese soldiers who'd never before had access to porn.
Yeah.
And they said all of them were just obsessed with watching porn.
Yeah, the war is over to them.
Welcome to the real world, son. MILF, meanwhile, was the most popular search in a host of other nations, including UK, Canada, and Spain. Elsewhere, Pornhub noticed a surge in searches for trad wives. That's short for traditional wife. Such women normally, I guess, according to this, submissive and aim to cater to their husband. The rise in that has coincided with an uptick in interest in anything pertaining to demure, which also surged in the wake of another viral TikTok about being demure. So that's made its way to porn too. Meanwhile, searches for modesty increased 77%. The term modest MILF was up 45%. I don't even know.
Is that like new term for soccer mom or
I
something?
guess so.
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
Sounds like a name of a band.
Modest MILF. Yeah, it does. That would be a great band name, Modest MILF.
Do
Now,
that.
Great.
how about the most searched porn stars? If you know these names, what's going on in your world?
Right.
I'm about to yell out some guesses, then I stop.
We know what you
Okay,
like to watch.
okay, guess. Go ahead, throw one out.
Nah, not on this show.
Okay, all right. Angela White is number one. Abella Danger, Violet Myers, Lana Rhodes, Eva Elfie, Alex Adams, Johnny Sins. That's the first dude. I assume that's a guy. I shouldn't assume, should I? Riley Reed, Lexi Luna, Mia Malkova, Emily Willis, Sarah Blonde. Those are the top ones right there.
Bridget the midget's not on there.
Bridget the
Let me
midget.
look. No, she did not make the list down here. I don't see her. I do see Kendra Lust, whoever that is. Hawktua, you know about that from the Hawktua girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
That phrase has jumped into porn all over the place. By the way, Angela White, if you're wondering, the most searched porn star is Australian.
Oh,
She
okay.
gets down under.
Can,
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
can she break dance?
I don't know. Would that be critical to your porn? You like
That's what she searched
breakdancing
it up.
porn?
That's her search history.
Yeah,
break
no,
dance.
I get it. Gay porn star Dom King was searched by women 468% more than men.
Wow.
Well, that's interesting.
I mean, you
Yeah.
don't say.
And what?
Women are going to look up a gay porn star more than guys are going to look up a gay porn star.
You think that's evident? That's obvious. Yeah.
I disagree.
No?
You disagree?
Look over here. I'm kind of like, wow, but you know,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you think is that a thing for girls? They like
I don't
the
think he catering
dudes.
it for her.
Well, I
I
mean,
could see that because guys like. I mean, look,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
literally not a man on the planet who's not lying, who will say, "Oh no, I don't like lesbians."
Right.
That's terrible.
No.
That's a lie. That's a damn lie. So
I think it'd be a
know it.
feather in the
You
cap
know
for
it.
women to be like, hey, he was gay, and then he met me.
see now I know
Not gonna
that
happen.
gay guys for a gay guy it's like a unicorn to turn a straight guy, right?
Right, yeah.
I mean that's
So I'm
those
thinking
are
it'd be the
facts.
same
Those
thing.
are facts. So you think it's the same way?
I mean,
Yeah,
it
maybe
makes
you're
sense
right.
why it's,
Maybe you're right.
468% more. That's
I guess
that's the big number.
is that something that I mean? I'm not a girl. I don't know. Is that something that to girls that you've heard about through your life, which is, oh, I bet I could make that dude straight?
No.
See, I wouldn't think I'd hear that either.
But guys have.
Oh no, guys will say,
Guys
I bet
have.
I can make her
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she just hadn't been with me
Yeah.
yet. Every guy thinks that. Every guy thinks that.
Every
Trust
guy's
me.
Brad Pitt in his head.
Yeah, every guy is
Yeah.
gonna. He's got the magic in his pocket that's gonna change her, and she's gonna go, no, I don't like boobs anymore.
Nope.
However, like my hairstylist is gay and he is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
But I don't think about him like that. But there might be people that go, "Oh, too bad he's gay."
right.
And that's said a lot. Not too bad because there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
But
too bad because you
'cause
lost out.
yeah,
That team
and then
lost.
a guy
I
was
get
in
it.
PT school is gorgeous, also gay, beautiful man. But we don't fantasize that I know of.
Okay,
fantasize about.
all right. I wonder
The
if
question be, if you could look up his penis, which
No, not me. Someone else would. I'm sure.
yeah, that's
is
the
that
thing.
something
I'm
I
very
didn't even
happily
think.
married.
Is that something that you do? You look those up to see what they're about. Is that the big thing?
What?
I guess if
Penises?
you're googling the porn star, that
I
That's
guess.
what-
I mean,
that's what
I
you're gonna
There's got to
Are
be
you talking
some
about-
reason why they're searching this specific.
Yeah.
person.
Yeah,
You
no,
know
I
why
get it.
women are
I get it.
like
Huh?
why women are searching it or anybody?
No, why? That's what it. Yeah, why
Yeah,
women
maybe
are
they're
searching
looking
it.
for they.
like-
Now
Yeah.
women are dogs like that. They would do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there's obviously some reason that.
Like he might be
Yeah,
like
that's
Pete,
the reason he's a star.
Pete Holmes.
Right.
What is his name? Pete Holmes. Is that the guy?
I don't
Oh,
know.
Pete Holmes,
Is that the guy?
the guy, the John Holmes. You're thinking.
John
of.
Holmes.
Yeah,
Pete Holmes is a
an
comedian,
actor
yeah.
and comedian. Yeah,
Sorry,
he
sorry.
plays
He's great.
Batman.
He's
Batman.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, he's funny. Scooch in a little bit, Marla. You're and you too, TP. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Good to Rick.
I know this, and I don't remember what I think it was. It was Chris Rock. Now that I think about it, one of my favorite bits that he did. He talked about the difference in men and women, and he was talking about if you were, if you're a guy and your buddy has a girl, a wife or whatever, and you think she's amazing, you're like, man, I want a girl just like that.
Yeah.
He said that's not how women think. He said if a woman has a guy and another woman sees, she goes, I want that guy. They're much more brutal.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal that from you, huh?
Yeah,
Agreed.
Yeah.
yeah,
Agreed.
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's. I'll be honest with you. When I was in management, and I managed sales teams for 20 years, and I hate to say this, but it's just true. The most challenging sales team I ever managed was an all-female sales team.
Yeah.
Not because it was difficult just in general to manage, they couldn't do the job, but it's because no one dislikes women more than other women. They are the most backbiting, scheming group when it came to my sales
And
team.
I will say too, with my all-girl clinic, we do not allow it.
Don't allow what?
There's no backbiting.
Oh, none of that.
Nope,
Yeah.
nope. Everybody gets along. You better, or you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Susan Briggs says women are snakes.
Well, they can be. I mean, I'm sure guys are dogs too. I mean, we know that.
I
I
was
mean,
gonna say,
right?
so you were saying earlier about the difference in
Mhm.
guys and women. So what you're saying is the bro code is a bit stronger than the hoe code, huh?
It is.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely is stronger. I think
Probably
definitely.
depends on the hoe.
Well, anything is contextual.
Yes.
You're right. You're
The
right.
thing is, as a dude, like, I often hear like the stories like from women about all their girlfriends, and I love how I always hear the story like all the tea that goes on with them, and then like when they're all together, how they're best friends. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That makes me happy just knowing like you just said you hated her 2 hours ago. and you're like,
But we don't hate her. We just hate her.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah,
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's there's a different kind of trash talk that happens with women than men.
Yeah.
Like guys, the difference, and this I'm sure is overcovered, but I've literally had when I was younger, a kid, had fist fights with people who a week later were friends again.
Well, that was
and the fight's done. We move on. We probably never talk about it again. And boom, that's it.
And y'all are best
You know,
friends.
women, they'll say one sideways thing to someone at work, and they hate that bitch forever. Susan is dead to her, and it gets real ruthless,
You better not ever talk to Susan.
Don't ever-
Like,
no,
like,
don't ever.
with Susan-
If you talk to Susan and you're my friend, you're not my friend anymore. Susan is dead to me, you, and everyone else. That's the way women work. Guys are like, oh man, we scrapped once. We're cool.
whatever.
I mean, shit, that was years
Women
ago.
should get in more fights.
I agree with that.
I mean, honestly, get some aggression because the cattiness just punch him in the face and go on.
Just get it over with.
Get it over with.
Yeah, now
Just shake
there-
hands afterwards.
Yeah.
there is some value to toxic
I-
masculinity. It does free up some aggression.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes
I
you
might go to work tomorrow and smack somebody.
just smack.
Maya.
Is Marla going to have to smack a bitch?
Maya.
Dr. Marla's coming for Maya. Oh.
All women, take that to heart. Tomorrow, go to work, smack someone you
Smack
don't
her.
like.
Right, just
If
go
you
into-
don't
yeah.
like every single woman, if
Why-
you don't like
why-
her,
why-
punch her.
Why push it off till tomorrow?
Yeah, do it
what you
today.
can do
Yeah, do it
today. It's
today.
8:15 in the morning.
Smack a
That's
bitch
right.
Thursday.
Look, there's a bitch sitting down there, a few cubes down. You know
Right.
who she is. Get up right now. Take your headset off. Walk up there and just smack her.
You
and
know
say,
you
this is from
hate her
Patrick
shoes.
and the people, bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what you tell HR.
Yeah.
Why did I do it? Because Patrick and the people told
Yeah,
me.
they told me. And you know what? HR is going to go, hey, you're good. Go
Right.
back to work. Yeah, you're not even going home. They'll send the other lady home with the red mark on her face. Yeah. And leave your shoes, bitch. We want them.
And your purse.
You're not getting that one, I'm sure. All right, let's move on and do something really crazy here. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Hold on. Let's
We're gonna play with dog toys.
no, we're gonna hook up XFL Gym, man. Now,
Oh.
listen, yeah, dude. Listen,
Back for more.
yeah. If you don't know who XFL Jim is, we launched last week his first segment for us. He has been a viral guy for some time. He's had many videos. He's involved with UFL. He's highly involved in that, which is former XFL. And then he loves all football. So what he does is he just goes through the games of the week, lays out his prognostications, but he does it in a very different kind of way. So this may be the weirdest thing you ever see in your life, but it's also
It's that good.
it's
It really is.
it's pretty crazy good. I'm going to be honest with you. So let's roll out a little XFL Jim for your life today. Get your sports on.
Hello, folks. XFL Jim here to give you the weekly roundup. Today, we're going to get down with it sensual style. We, of course, begin with college football. We had many conference championship games over the weekend, and it was very exciting. First of all, I just need to get that out of the way. The playoffs are set, the bowl games are set, but let's start by looking backwards. Ohio, the Bobcats finally get a MAC win over Miami. It was a great game. Not really. A bunch of the conference games were actually super blowouts. Ohio dominated. Shout out Timothy Chalamet for calling that one. Jacksonville State over Western Kentucky. More domination. Rich Rod is looking, vintage. Vintage Rich Rod here. Marshall dominating over Louisiana, over the Cajuns. Thundering Herd. Let's go Herd. The Marshall is in such a weird position where their coach is they just won the conference and they're still probably going to fire their coach. Like, they still don't want him there. The brass, I guess. Not the players obviously still want him, but it's a weird situation in Marshall. Army over Tulane. Great season for Army. 11-1. They got Navy coming up. It's going to be one of the biggest Army-Navy games I can remember. UNLV loses. They fall to Boise State for a second time. Boise State cements themselves into the playoffs with that win. It's like getting that dub, winning the Mountain West. Arizona State takes down Iowa State, a game for a good chunk of it. But Kenny Dillingham and the Sun Devils turn it on. The moment was too big for Iowa State. That's what it felt like in the second half. The moment was just way too big for them. Clemson gets it done over SMU. SMU came back to make it a game, but Clemson came out with a big plan. Shout out Cade Klubnik. He looked like a legit quarterback here. And, hey, ACC, huh? Georgia over Texas. Georgia they win the SEC championship games when it's not Alabama. This is just a thing that happens consistently all the time. Texas, now, against the only ranked opponent on their schedule, has lost both times. That is 0 ranked wins for Texas. And then finally, Penn State, Oregon. The Ducks get it done. Penn State, it was a loss. It was a loss, but this is still James Franklin's, I think, best coaching in a loss that I have seen from James Franklin. And there's been plenty of times I've seen it happen. Now, as we look forward, we have the playoffs before us. We have going from 1 to 12. We have Oregon, Georgia, Boise State, Arizona State, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Tennessee, Indiana, SMU, and Clemson. Those are your playoffs. I'm going to kick it over to Wizard Jim to give you the Garage's playoff prediction. 100% accurate, I hear. Hello, XFL Jim. 'Tis I, Wizard Jim, master of all, mystical, magical, magnificent. And I am here to look beyond what you see. Look into the future of what will be and give you the college football playoff run. Beginning, of course, as I look into the board. Clemson at Texas. Two teams that many say do not deserve to be in the spot that they are. I have Texas overcoming the Tigers of Clemson. SMU to Penn State now. Oh, I see before me. Do I see it? I see SMU falling in the cold. A sad day. Indiana and Notre Dame. It only makes sense for the true team of Indiana, the Hoosiers, to get a win over the Fighting Irish. Oh, this one. Tennessee at Ohio State. It pains me. But Ohio State will be victorious. Into the second round, I have Arizona State and Texas. The Sun Devils will do it. They will defeat the Longhorns of Texas and claim their spot in the semifinals. Boise State at Penn State. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. But as good as he is, Aston Genty will fall to the Nittany Lions and Penn State will move forward. Georgia, Indiana. I see before me a bulldog. A bulldog placed on his throne. Georgia will win. And Oregon versus Ohio State. We know how round one went. It was so close. But a duck call calls to me. Oregon for the win. Oregon, Arizona State, a Pac-12 matchup in the semifinals. What we've all wished for. Oregon will get the win. And Penn State, Georgia, this is finally where the Nittany Lions fall. Georgia, Oregon is your national championship game. And the Pac-12 laughs in the face of danger as Oregon wins one for America. I have seen it in the stars, in the void, everywhere and nowhere. The Oregon Ducks are your 2024 to 2025 national champions. Back to you, XFL Jim. A few other bowl games to be excited about. We have the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Minnesota versus Virginia Tech. I'm mostly excited to see the potential of PJ Fleck getting dumped in mayonnaise. I think as far as coaches getting dunked in mayonnaise go, PJ Fleck is probably in like my top 4. We also have the Texas Bowl, Baylor versus LSU, all offense, no defense. Depending on opt-outs, especially for LSU, but it should still be fun no matter what. Also, you'll probably get to see a mad Brian Kelly. And number 3, the ReliaQuest Bowl, Michigan versus Bama. You talk about opt-outs. Talk about the opt-out bowl. This is what you're going to see. Michigan will have barely anybody out there. Alabama will barely have anyone out there. It's going to be sloppy. It's going to be gross. It's going to be grimy. But those are 3 bowls that I am very excited to see. And, Pinstripe Bowl, just because I'm a Nebraska guy. But it'll be fun. Never played Boston College before. It'll be fun. The bowl season is always a great time. I will never understand people saying there's too many bowls. More football. Just give it to me. I will consume it. Syrup, the lifeblood of Canadian soil. It's what gives us our strong, beautiful, flowing chest hair. what keeps our women pure, what keeps our men driven as the snow. The syrup is a beautiful thing. You can pour it on anything. Steaks, pancakes, waffles, toast, your feet, and much, much more. It is the beauty of the maple tree, our tree, Canada's tree, that gives us this beautiful, wonderful liquid. Moving on to the National Football League, we take a look back at Week 14. The playoffs are kind of getting set in stone as we speak. Congratulations to the Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, and Lions for locking it up. We start off with the Dolphins and the Jets. Sunday morning, it was a thriller. Dolphins were kind of playing around here, but this is the best game we've seen from Aaron Rodgers so far this season. It was electric. It did go to overtime, but it somehow still felt like the Dolphins were doing almost anything they wanted. Vikings, they dom Kirk Cousins. They bend the man over. They take him to Pound Town, and they don't let up. Sam Darnold and the Vikings, they are announcing that people are forgetting about this team. They're legit. They are a contender. There's so many people out there still waiting for Sam Darnold to like turn back into a pumpkin. I don't know if it's going to happen. I legitimately do not know. Rams-Bills shootout, 44-42. The Rams get it done. This was such beautiful football. Josh Allen, just an amazing sight to behold. I can only imagine the hog on that guy. It was just glorious. 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, and an L for the Bills. Crazy factor. Block punt. This game had it all. And also a super boneheaded decision by Doug McDermott at the end to like do a tush push with a minute. I don't know, man. I really don't know how he is squandering the immense talent that is Josh Allen. And that alone should be a fireable offense to me. Okay, so the playoff picture as it stands, we have, as I said, the Chiefs and Bills locked in the AFC, the Lions and Eagles in the NFC. Now, as we talk about in the hunt, I'm going to go through some percentages for you. So if you like numbers, stay tuned. The Steelers 99%, Texans 96%, Ravens 97%, Chargers 89%, and the Broncos 77%. It sounds like the AFC is basically locked up. Yeah, the Dolphins are still technically in there, but I just don't see any one of these teams not getting in. For the NFC, it's a little bit shakier, but not much. You have the Seahawks at 65%, the Bucks at 71%, Vikings at 99%, the Packers at 96%, the Commanders at 80%. Now, there's some room in there for a team like maybe the Rams can get back into it. It feels like the Cardinals are basically out of it. Obviously, I don't think anyone else from the NFC South is getting in. It's a little bit more up in the air, but this is kind of what I see going forward for the Super Bowl. And if you're asking me right now, I think the Chiefs magic some voodoo shit, get in there, and they win. I think the Chiefs get the 3-peat. I don't know how. We saw it. We saw it in the Chargers game. They doinked a ball for a game winner. Who does that besides the Kansas City Chiefs? That happens to nobody else. Nobody. Okay? So, as I look forward, I have a couple bets. I know that you know I'm a degenerate. So my bets going forward, I have the Dolphins on the money line versus the Texans. Texans, backs against the wall. They're basically locked in here. Dolphins, really backs against the wall. They need to keep winning. They need some other things to happen too, but they need to keep winning. They're feisty, and they're also trying to crush narratives. Texans, winning record, good team, playoff team. Can the Dolphins beat them? I got the Dolphins on the money line at plus 130. Bills, Lions, over 53.5. The way this Lions defense is, I do not care. I flat out do not care. There's going to be points. They will be able to score with the Bills, and the Bills will be able to score on the Lions. Maybe redemption tour, maybe you take the Bills, but either way, I like a lot of points in this one. It's Steelers plus 5 versus the Eagles. The Battle of Pennsylvania. I'm going to be taking the Steelers plus the 5. I don't know if they get the win, but Mike Tomlin as a dog is too good of a lollipop for me to pass off a couple of licks. Also, I'm taking the Seahawks money line versus the Packers. Just some fuck shit happens in that game. So once again, Dolphins money line, Bills Lions over 53.5, Steelers plus 5, Seahawks money line. Other fun games, but in general, just to watch, even if you're not a bettor. Watch Bills Lions. That is must see TV. Steelers and Eagles also must see TV. These teams are on a collision course. They're both playing great. The defense for the Steelers can maybe muck some things up and shake some things. So watch out for that one. And then Packers at Seahawks, just like I said earlier, fuck shit. Now I want to leave you with this. At the end of the show, for me to you, from my mouth to your supple, beautiful ears, I implore you this weekend. There is 2 college football games on Saturday. We have Army-Navy, and we have some bowl game. It really doesn't matter. I don't care. But there is also some beautiful Japanese football. The X League Rice Bowl tournament is ongoing. We are in the semifinals at the moment. We have the Obix Seagulls versus the Panasonic Impulse and Sekisui versus Fujitsu. If you have to watch one, tune in Friday evening, Central Time, midnight, Obix versus Panasonic. That is the game. If you don't know X League, if you don't know Japanese football, these 2 teams are historic. They're basically in that upper tier. So even in the main league of the X League Super, these teams are above the rest. It's really just Fujitsu, Obix, and Panasonic, and then everyone else. So this will be a fantastic matchup. I'll be live streaming it on twitch.tv/XFLGym. Make sure you tune in and just tell me that Patrick sent you, and I might do a little something for you, you know? I'm friends. I'm friend.
Well, there you go. That was XFL Gym right there. Yeah, no, I think that's a great look to have, don't you?
Absolutely, man. It's the new style.
No, I definitely want to rock that.
This nice
No, I like your fur coat right there. That looks good on you, man. Yeah. How about that chest, ladies? Jim don't got nothing on that, does he? Hold on, watch this. Whoop.
Whoa!
I want the people to decide at home which chest is the best right now. As man with no chest hair, I'm jealous.
There's
I just want y'all to know I want
no
to do
doubt
that.
which one of these is look at those dime-sized nips right there.
I mean, my tips are already coming in, man.
I see that. I see that I have a $2 bill and somehow you have $43.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that worked out.
That $2 bill might be worth like $1,000. You never know.
Oh, it could be a rare
Could be.
$2 bill. That's right.
You
It
have
could be a
something
rare.
better than money. You have dime-sized nips. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I keep them right and tight. I don't have those giant saucer-shaped
I'm trying
nipples.
not to look to the left.
I gotta look here at the comments and stuff.
Why do you need to look at the
Yeah.
comments?
I'm not.
Are you feeling flustered over
I'm
there a
just
little
looking
bit?
up. If I look to the left or look straight ahead,
I know
I just,
it's the jacket, isn't it? That's what's
It is.
making it hard for you. I know.
I know.
It does look sexy with the blazer.
It is
doesn't
hard not
Yeah.
to stare. I'll
Yeah,
say that.
no, that's
I'm
right. That's right.
I think we'll open it up to the comments. Comment which one has the better chest.
Well, you know who has the better chest. Come on, man. Why are you even trying to do that?
Me.
Is it? Well, I can't judge that.
Mm,
It says, Christian said, good morning, everyone.
morning.
Let's see what else is going on.
look, I dropped
What they're
one.
saying here.
Oh.
Amanda Parker said, good morning, beautiful lady, to you.
Hi.
That was to Rich.
To me. Good morning.
Sorry, man. I shouldn't have done that to you. Huh? All right, let's move on here. So, when you're entering into a new romantic relationship, it says there are always adjustments to be made. No matter how compatible you seem with your new partner, you find yourself adjusting to new rhythms and new routines. So, most annoyingly, you might compare your domestic life to those of your other coupled friends. Sometimes you might discover that certain elements of your relationship appear to be unique, for better or for worse. So Reddit was curious to learn about people's relationships that they consider to be everyday, but proved anything but not. So it says, the question is, what did you think was completely normal in your relationship until somebody pointed out it was weird? Name something you think was completely normal in your relationship until somebody pointed out it was weird. So this one said waking up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Farting. That's
Farting?
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely is weird.
Yeah, I didn't know that normal couples don't fart around each other.
No, they don't.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah,
No, they
yes,
don't.
they do.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, come on.
No,
After a
y'all-
certain
I
level,
got
you
judged
don't.
before.
Y'all
I
are all-
don't know.
Y'all are all pants shitters with skid marks. That's what you are.
I am not.
Well, clearly you are.
I am not.
If you're ripping it off in front of your man, I know you're skid marking them drawers.
Dude, that's like the
No.
number. You don't ever,
Huh?
you don't ever
I've
Dutch oven
I've
Laura or
literally
anything?
never cracked one in front of my wife.
No,
Never.
you don't,
No,
crack one and
just a
pull the
little-
blankets up
No,
over
hell no.
and, Dutch oven or
No.
whatever.
No,
All right, I think that's a 50-50. Now,
No.
my
Yeah.
daughter and her husband poop in front of each
no,
other.
that's a bridge
Oh,
too
Yeah,
far.
that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
No, that's a
That door
divorce.
closed.
Even like they know
If
how
I walk
much.
past and the door's open and you're pooping, I'm breaking up with you.
Divorce, yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
we're done.
They even sent me a picture because they knew I was like, that's disgusting, of him proposing to her while she's sitting on the toilet. I was like, y'all are just
Okay, yeah, that's a little too much.
Yeah,
No.
that's
silly, but
far,
also
but it's
gross.
Right.
They do love each other.
No, the only person that should be familiar with my brand are my sons, who I've sent into the bathroom repeatedly because I left my phone in there, allegedly.
Uh-huh.
So other than that, no one should know my brand. It's mine.
I agree with the no pooping, but I'll poot.
Yeah.
You just
I won't do
hike
it anymore.
All right, so let me just ask this: do you just hike your leg and let it just fire
No,
off?
but I'm not going to hold it in. It makes your tummy hurt.
So what do you just tell him? Hey, there's a bomb incoming. What do you
No,
do?
I'm going to let him find out. I don't care.
Surprise, honey.
Like, that was the
Check
cat.
my brand out. Wow. Okay. This one said, no matter what I was doing, where I was going, we were never apart. So that
Yeah, that's a little
is that odd?
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have an independent, no independent life at all. Just only.
I feel like that's two codependent people. Or
That's probably true. That's
super
probably
true.
true.
Got a lot
Yeah,
going
that's
on,
right.
is what I figured.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. Let's see. I thought it was okay to get a few episodes ahead on Netflix without my partner until a friend pointed out I was basically committing a relationship crime.
Oh, yeah.
That-
That is true.
That's a serious crime.
Yeah.
No, if it's a show you share and you go ahead, no, you're a POS.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Baby
I
girl,
don't,
if I'm freer than you, that's so like it just
Oh,
happens.
she got to catch up on her
Yeah,
own?
she got to
see,
catch up with
I
she
don't,
can.
I don't mind if Jason watches ahead because I'm so busy. Sometimes I don't get home till 7:30 or 8. I can catch up.
Yeah.
Really?
know?
But he's like, no, I'll wait.
But you don't share the experience that
But-
way, and
but
that's
we
what's
do
important.
For so many other shows, so
Oh, I
it
got
doesn't
you.
matter.
Okay. All right, then. All right. How about this one? It says, my last girlfriend and I were nudist in our house. Was that?
Okay.
I
That's
mean,
not
our
weird.
last one just moved out, so
Yeah, I mean,
When
that's
I
not
get
necessarily
home.
weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Lots of people
you're
like
very
walking around.
comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not wearing drawers in my house. Wouldn't call myself nudist. I just don't like pants.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get it. You just want a free ball.
Yeah.
One time a friend was coming over to grab something from me while I was at work. I don't think about my ex being home at the time, and I didn't think to inform either the other might be there. She was chilling on the couch naked, watching TV, and he came in without knocking, just thinking nobody was home.
Oh, I could see where that'd be. a little
Everyone
awkward.
was chill about it. First of all,
Yeah.
question
yeah,
one.
that's
Question
the porno. There's the
Question
porno.
one.
Yeah.
How did you? Why are you naked with the door unlocked?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I'm not going to have clothes on, I guarantee you the door is at least locked.
Right.
that's fair.
Yeah, you're not just walking in and I'm sitting there, junk out on the couch watching a little Jerry Springer or something.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to
There's
happen.
Some more to the story there.
Way
Yeah, that's a
more.
crime, I think.
They
just
were
that.
doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, how about this? There's still a prejudice when a couple doesn't share a bedroom. They'll
Like,
say
what do
that
you mean,
one
like it's
snores
weird?
and the other doesn't.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Prejudice though, like they're
Well, I'm
No.
just saying some people think it's odd
Yeah.
if a couple doesn't share the same bed at night.
yeah, I mean, it's just different, but that doesn't mean it's odd. I mean, what works for them?
Yeah.
Am I still
Right.
not talking loud enough?
No, you're good.
No, you're fine.
Okay, you're
No,
fine.
not at all. I'm just listening.
No.
You're doing fine.
Thanks. I just don't think it's. I don't know. My grandparents didn't share the same bed. I don't know how
Really?
they had 7 kids.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
yeah.
I mean, I know they shared the bed
grandparents
7
did it.
times. but
Right.
yeah,
But
They made an appointment for
I
that.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
push the beds together.
And my granddad had no problem with saying it's because my grandma snored. He was just like, nah, she loud as shit.
See,
So,
my-
I don't sleep in that room.
I don't know. My grandmother, and listen, both of them lived to their 90s, but my grandfather And he should have had a CPAP. I don't know how he made it to his 90s because he snored like literally, it sounded like a freight train. Like you could
That's
hear
my
it
dad.
on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
And my grandmother slept next to him every night for 50 some years. And I'm like, I don't even understand how you sleep with a buzzsaw next to you.
It's kind of like when I live next to the railroad tracks. You just,
Oh, you just get used
yeah,
to
you
it.
just don't hear it. Yep.
I guess that's true. I guess
I
that's
mean, isn't
true.
there even like married couples that live in separate houses and whatever? Like,
I mean,
think that's a
that-
growing thing.
That's a modern thing more recently, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a marriage. I guess.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, it is for
I
them.
can't say I wouldn't be against it if I ever got married again.
Well, what would be the point? If you're getting married and you're not living in the same house, why even get married? Just date.
Tax break.
Yeah, that's true.
A tax break.
Tax
That's the only
break.
thing I can think of. Or
But it's
cheaper
I mean,
insurance.
but it's still not
I
a.
mean,
Yeah.
Look,
You know what? Maybe if you had one house, it'd save you more money
Yeah.
than the
Yeah,
tax
that's
break.
true. That's
yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to fall for the
True.
banana in the tailpipe
true.
on that one. It doesn't make sense.
true. You're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
No, I'm not. Let's see. Having a to-go bag with meds, clothes, books, toiletries, cash, important documents when my wife would get so mad at me I didn't feel safe. So dude had a go bag.
Grab and go.
A go bag for saving his life and getting out. It sounds like that relationship was already a
I was
problem.
gonna say, I
Yeah,
think you got bigger
was just
problems to
scared.
worry
He
about.
doesn't feel safe from what?
Apparently.
Yeah,
His
like he's
wife,
going
I
to kill
guess.
him?
Well,
Yeah.
like, it's going to get dicey and argumentative or
You need
whatever.
to give him Bonnie's card.
Right? No, he
Yeah.
does need it. He needs a lawyer, yeah. After 15 years of being married together, my ex and I developed a sort of language that caught some friends off guard. We were at a party. The small party gathered around the TV to watch the countdown. As we were getting close to the moment, wife was struggling with a strange remote, so I opened my hand and made the ch-ch sound, meaning, let me have that. Wife responded with doot doot, meaning F off, I got this. And everybody started laughing because they didn't know what was going on. So that is odd, I guess, but I do think
It's cute.
It's like
It
the
is
R2D2 of marriages, right
Right,
there.
yeah.
Like,
Got it figured out, honestly.
yeah, but I will say I think all couples have their own language in ways.
yeah.
It just happens over time. It's just something that happens where you know each other well enough. You don't have to say full words or sentences or whatever it may
We
be.
finish off each other's sentences. Oh.
No, I didn't
No.
say that. That's gay. Let's see. I always had a need to be with someone as I was growing up. I had an unhealthy home. Now I'm dealing with consequences from some 30 years later, but it was common to basically find whatever girlfriend I could and spend as much time as possible with them. Oh, this person's just talking about being codependent. That's just codependent,
yeah.
I
man.
mean,
Yeah, that's
in the
codependent.
beginning,
That's
you
weird.
expect that. Of
And it's
course,
weird.
like in the beginning, you want to spend all your time with that person. But yeah, after,
Yeah. How about this one? My husband and I don't fight ever. We have calm discussions. We find a resolution. We've been together 10 years. I can count on one hand how many fights we've had.
Oh.
I think they're headed for
For them.
divorce.
Yeah, you're in a good marriage. Oh,
Yeah.
divorce.
They're headed for divorce. Yeah, you can't be that good of a couple. No, there's something wrong there.
Well, they say it's
Some-
healthy to fight. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, then I'm real healthy. I'm
I'm
the healthiest guy you know.
So Jason and I fought the first, 3-4 years of our marriage, and then we went a long, long stretch of no fighting.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And we've been 32 years
32 years.
Congratulations.
married. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all were like high school. You were like school sweethearts, weren't
Yeah,
you?
we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only way you get to 32 years. I mean,
Right.
you're
Yeah,
adding from childhood in there, so that's I know better than that. Let's see, what else? Okay, so is there anything that you think that you guys do in a couple situation that others might consider odd?
I mean, I'm not in a couple situation, so
You have been,
yeah,
I assume.
yeah.
I don't know. Are
I mean,
you
I have
asexual?
kids, and yeah.
Okay, then you've been in a
So I've
couple
been in a-
situations.
I've been in
Yeah,
a couple.
yeah, yeah. Well,
guess
we
the
already
weirdest
know.
thing
We
is-
already know you.
I was
You
gonna
guys
say-
are sniffing each other's farts.
That's not odd.
Yeah, no, that's
Sniff farts.
yeah, you are. You're sniffing each other's brand, going, that's pretty good. What'd you eat there?
So
Rutabaga?
wrong.
What? Anything come to mind?
Nah, not outside of like the
I
front.
think
Yeah,
I think
that's
that
thing.
the
It's
number
hard.
one thing that I think, if anything, in my relationship, people are when they find out, like if when I was in radio and stand up and all that with Laura, they're like, doesn't it bother you? I mean, you don't. You're together all the time, and I'm like, no, we were legitimately have fun together.
Yeah.
Now, can we be apart? We are often. I mean, I was gone yesterday from 4 in the morning till I got home at 7, but when we are together, we hang out all the time. We're best friends. We pal around. We do everything together. And some people think that's weird, I guess, because some people have best friends, I guess, outside a relationship.
I mean, yeah.
And I have good friends, but nobody's a better friend than my wife is to me.
Right.
Now everybody's different. And so I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's how it is for us.
I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to do, stuff with your partner and wanting to call in. You have your own time. I mean, during those times that you're gone for long periods of time, are you having to, check in every few hours or, hey, what's up? Or is it just, you tell about your day when you get home?
Well, we check in with each other, but not in a way that involves, it's not because she's like, where are you? What are you doing?
Right.
Or I'm like,
Let her know you're safe.
Right.
well, no, it's just because it's like, hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hit her up with hey, what's going on with your morning? How you doing? Everything going good?
Right.
Just didn't want to talk to your wife. Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's also foreplay and intimacy. Women like that.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about it in that way. It's not why I do it, but yeah, that's
But
great.
I mean, and I know
Great
that.
reason
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, no, it does reinforce it, validates it. But
Showing concern.
no, I mean, I do. I mean, I'm genuinely just interested in what she's doing, what's going on with her. Is everything good? Can I do anything? Can I bring anything home? Whatever it may be.
I mean, I will admit that's been something that like I've had an issue with in previous is the talking like throughout the day or all day because like you want to know, hey, what's going on? How's your day going? Blah blah blah. You'll find out when I get home. If I've already told you, if you've been there for the play-by-play of my day, then when I get home at 6 o'clock, there's nothing more to talk about. And then you're complaining because I don't have anything to talk about. You were there with me my whole entire day.
No, I see that there's a little tension here for you on that.
It is valid. That's a pretty good
No,
thing.
it is valid.
You can have a mix of both. Don't tell her everything.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, but then if I don't answer, it's, well, what were you doing? Why couldn't you answer? You couldn't take 5 minutes out of your day?
Okay,
to
now
send me
That's
a
her
text?
problem. That's a her problem.
That is an issue. Yeah, that's insecurity. That's what that is. That's just
Putting your
insecurity.
shirt on so soon.
Well, hey.
Oh, you lost your money.
Oh, man. Refunds.
Yeah. No, that's just insecurity. It's either a young relationship or it's a toxic relationship. And I don't mean that to be
No,
judgmental.
absolutely.
I'm just telling you the truth that, if your girl or your guy,
Jack it off.
your significant other is checking you going, why didn't you, I text you, why didn't you text back in 5 minutes? Well, that's ridiculous. Now if you have if you had a past of cheating in your relationship, people do get insecure like that. But otherwise, that's wrong. I mean, that's just codependency. It's manipulation and control, and I don't care for that very much. I'm just being honest, man. Yeah, no, I'm serious business, man. I can't live that way. If everybody's suspicious all the time,
I mean,
I think other than trust, love and attraction, trust is probably the most important. If they don't trust you, actually trust and respect. Those are the two.
Yeah.
If those two things are not happening, it's a problem for you. And it's going to be a problem that's not going to result well in the long run. So get rid of that stuff. All right, let's move on to this.
Add on here,
Go ahead.
comments there. Crystal Ann says she's never farted in front of her husband, and they've been together for 6 years.
Yeah, that's because she's a reasonable human.
Right. Little Doggy says not living with your wife is BS. It's not a marriage. Just if they want to move out, just accept that it's over.
Yeah, well, that's how I would
houses.
feel about it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would feel that way.
That's about Susan Briggs said 28, but I'm not sure.
28 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Who else is on there talking?
That's about it. Tammy Strickland says good morning. That's Jimmy Buffet's mom, so she's popping in to say hey to you.
Yeah. Hey there, Tammy. How are you? I'm sorry. I'm going to keep telling you I'm sorry every time I see you or talk to you about what's about to happen to your son. It's going to be really.
What he's gonna do to your boy?
I'm gonna hurt him, Tammy.
Saturday.
Okay. I just want you to know that. I love you though. I really do. All right, let's do this, shall we?
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. This the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Lying lunched on a dumb guy's knee, or a big hard fuck drowning some honey. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny.
It's generally not funny, but if you laugh, you're going to hell. That's all. A California woman was shot and killed by her 2-year-old toddler, leading to the arrest of her boyfriend. Man, these gang members were starting early.
Gotta start.
Jacina Mina, 22, died Friday after police were called to an apartment in Fresno where she had been shot once in the upper body while in bed, according to Paul Cervantes, the lieutenant. Said it was a tragedy that was preventable. The firearm was stored in a location where the toddler accessed it, and then at some point in time while handling the weapon, he was able to manipulate the trigger. Her boyfriend told investigators he was responsible for the toddler finding the 9mm. She had another child, an 8-month-old infant. So he's been booked in jail on charges of child endangerment and criminal storage of a firearm, both felonies. But yeah, look, if you're going to have one out, I mean, at least put a guard or something on it. I mean, don't leave it around kids like that. I mean, that's what happens. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-year-olds are crazy.
Yeah. I mean, but
Everybody knows.
in fairness to him, he'll probably be a badass.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he can already handle a 9. So, I mean, he's a toddler. That's a good sign for him.
Does he get like a tear tattoo? On his
Yeah,
face now?
that does. They do. They go to toddler tears.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's right.
He gonna be rolling around on that big wheel,
Yeah.
big rims.
Hey, bitch, give me that toy.
Y'all, this shit ain't funny.
No,
No, it's
definitely
not. It's not.
It's definitely
That's
not.
the name of the bit. And
That's
this
right.
shit ain't funny.
2 students stabbed Monday at Verdugo Hills High School in Tujunga. Both students were hospitalized with injuries not life-threatening, but another student arrested and charged assault with a deadly weapon. It took place 1:45 p.m. in L.A. Oh, well, that's a normal day in L.A.
I mean, yeah.
I expect that to happen at school.
Must be Tuesday.
It's said as many as 4 were involved in the attack against 2 students, that they fled there in an automobile, after which the officer confirmed 2 students were transferred or transported to a hospital. A 17-year-old suffered stab wounds to the head, shoulder, and back. The second student was injured intervening to help and suffered a stab wound to the abdomen. One of the attackers is 14. So, yeah, these are 7th, 8th grade kids going at it. Earlier in the school year, a shooting left a 17-year-old boy wounded outside Grenada Hills Charter High. That's another school in L.A.
So I know what school that 2-year-old is going to.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct. Yeah.
You amongst your people.
No, he's being recruited right now by them. Yeah, yeah, no, that's for sure. All right, here's one for you. What's going on out here?
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? This is Kerry, the owner of Legion Scaffold.
Yeah, we can't turn the camera.
What do you got? Oh, okay.
he's just coming in to say what's up. He's
All right. An armed
watching on
man.
the phone and wants the live version. You know?
An armed man was fatally shot in Rainbow City on Wednesday. Not Rainbows. Rainbow City police dispatched to a domestic incident at Rainbow Estates. It turned into a hostage situation.
Jeez.
The suspect fired shots at officers. They returned fire and smoked him. Multiple law enforcement agencies responded to the scene. Alabama law enforcement will lead a probe into this. There's more to the story, but don't know exactly all the details yet. This is bad.
That was like an official police report. They said we smoked them. We got them.
That's what it said.
We got them. We did what we had to do.
Yeah, we air conditioned his brain. A Shelby County woman has been charged in the alleged abuse and neglect of a disabled family member. Now, this one will make you mad. I'm just going to be honest with you. It always does. These always make people mad. And rightfully so. Cora Morris, 69, of Wilsonville, charged with felony neglect of a disabled adult. The documents say she used zip ties to bind the Down syndrome female to a table on a patio for hours at a time. The victim had injuries from the zip ties. The victim didn't properly feed the victim to the point they became malnourished, according to the complaint. The investigation began in September when the sheriff's office got a report alleging abuse by Morris, the woman's caregiver. So a court order now obtained to remove the victim from the home, additional evidence and information being gathered, and She was taken in jail and booked, but she was released the same day after posting bond because, why not release them? The investigation is ongoing. Yeah, I wouldn't have let her out, but I guess maybe they had to. Yeah, everybody knows you do not zip tie a disabled person. You use scarves so you don't leave marks. God, these rank amateurs piss me off, man. All right, and finally, let's go to Detroit. When is it, JP? What are you doing over there?
I didn't want to laugh at that out loud.
I don't know. What's your problem, man? What is your problem, man? Come on, man. Come on now. Here, have that. Does that make you feel better? An 18-year-old man in critical condition and a Detroit officer was recovering after police shot at 2 people in a car that partly dragged the officer while fleeing on the west side. Officers on a routine patrol first saw 2 suspects before midnight in a parked running car blocking a sidewalk. The police chief said during a briefing that the 18-year-old inside, another suspect whom police say was 17, appeared to be stuffing something under the seat and refused to exit the car when they were asked. Well, it's a good idea to get out. If they ask you. I'm just saying. I'm just suggesting.
May want to follow the directions there.
The occupants backed their car into another vehicle, then drove forward into the police car and dragged an officer who was trying to open one of the doors. 2 officers fired numerous rounds at the pair, citing fears for their safety. They did drive away. Police found the car a couple blocks away. Police also found an 18-year-old suspect with gunshot wounds, including 2 to the arm and 1 to the chest, but he is alive. Investigators, including a K-9, are still looking for the other person. They're both allegedly members of a gang there. So, yeah, it's always so, these people do the dumbest things when they're committing crime or doing the wrong thing. They got cars full of drugs. They're doing this. They're parking the wrong way. Just follow basic traffic laws and never get caught. Stop at the stoplight. Don't fall asleep at the stoplight. Don't speed. If you're carrying a couple keys with you, you better observe the traffic laws.
And don't make it obvious that you're stuffing something under the seat.
No, the worst thing you can do is start moving around when you get pulled over. Don't start moving around. You got to be real subtle about it. Pull your pants slowly up. What? Y'all don't drive. Okay, never mind. I apologize for that, and we'll move on then.
That's why he drove past you so fast.
Yeah, that's why he was flying down the highway.
Yeah, I get my morning started the right way. Breakfast of champions, baby. So what do you got going this afternoon, Marla? What's happening at the exceptional PT today?
I'm off on Thursdays.
Are you?
Taking Mom to chemo.
Okay. How's Mom doing, by the way?
She's holding in there.
Is she?
Yep.
Fighting the good fight?
Yeah, she's just sick of it. It's been about a year of it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yep. And then I got to go meet a doctor who tried to get rid of my patient, send him somewhere else. I got to go give him some stuff and introduce myself.
Yeah.
Prove I'm a good therapist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to go give
him. Is that what they do? You got to go over there and let him know, hey, this is where they need to be.
Some pins and a magnet, or I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds like a normal thing you kind of have to unfortunately deal with.
I'll tell you what, if you borrow XFL Jim's shirt,
right?
I bet you'll get what you're looking for.
I'll do that. Stop at Kohl's.
That's probably wrong of me. I'm sorry about that. Rich, what's going on with vapors and wrestling and all that right now?
Oh man, we're just working towards next year and getting ready to relaunch and come back. We've got some news coming that I'm sure we're going to release in the next couple days. So
yes,
we're just getting it's the end of the year, man. That's kind of what happens with the wrestling. Is it's time to shut it down for the year and look at where we need to improve.
Except
yes. January 25th.
That's right, baby. January 25th.
Ark and Brawl.
Yeah, we're doing that. And it's free, baby. It's free. You can come watch it. Bring the family out. It's going to get crazy. Clearly, I'm going into the ring.
Right.
For real.
And look, if you're a fan of wrestling at all, WWE, AEW, whatever, come out, check it out, support it. It's a great show.
It is a great
show. If you've never been to an independent wrestling event in Arkansas, this is your chance to come check it out, see what it's all about.
Yeah.
4 different promotions. And, man, these guys, they leave it all. To me, it's even better than going to the big shows. Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Well, you're certainly much closer to the action, and it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
No, it is. It's a lot of fun. and it's going to be free. And listen, if you want to get involved, if you have a food truck or maybe you're a vendor of some kind, we'd love to have some other things here. Make it a big festival environment. Yeah.
I can tell you off the top of my head, I know, yeah, definitely. If you're a food vendor or just a vendor of any sort, and you want to have like a merchandise table set up or something, you
Yeah.
want to spread your work, let us know. We'll get you in.
Yeah.
I think we're in need of some ring girls.
Yes, we are in need of some ring girls.
So yeah. So if you're interested in doing that, look, if you want to be involved, hit up myself, hit up Patrick, Rich Rockwell on Facebook for me. Just look me up, send me a message.
Yeah.
And we'll find a spot for you.
And JP4, baby, what's going on? Where are they going to see you next? What's going on in your comedy world?
We have the special coming up at the Joint Comedy Theater December 26th.
December 26th, day after Christmas.
Day after Christmas comedy show. That's going to be fun. And then December 28th, I'm hosting a burlesque show at the Public Theater.
Hold on, a burlesque show at the Public Theater. Now, where's the Public Theater? What is that one?
That is downtown Little Rock as well.
Okay, not the community theater, is it?
No, Public Theater, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Now,
Okay.
I was drinking while I was making that flyer.
Okay. So it's a burlesque show,
It's
huh?
a burlesque show.
I-
Hosted by Lola Champagne. This is her show. She let me host that one, but this is gonna be fun.
Oh, that does sound. I've been to a couple of burlesque shows, and they are a lot of fun, to be honest with you.
That's going to be when you said?
December 28th.
December 28th.
Yeah. Well, that's
Throw that
great,
on my
man. So you're working everywhere right now. You're doing your thing.
Oh, it's definitely keeping me busy
That's
right now.
awesome,
Yeah,
man.
we got
That
a
is
bunch of
awesome.
shows coming up towards the end of the year.
Well, definitely. Let's make sure you keep coming in. I enjoy having you, JP. You're a lot of fun, man.
I love being here. This is one of the funnest shows ever, and I didn't put you through a table, which is kind of a letdown.
No, maybe next year, man. Maybe next year. Always that time. Well, listen, as always, big thank you to everybody. You guys are what make everything work here. Big thanks to Titan Roofing Company. If you need a roof, go see them. They've got a 10-year transferable warranty. If you are in need of some, hippie lettuce gear, go see Crazy J's in Conway. He's got 2 locations. You can get vapes. You can get your hippie lettuce stuff on, all that. Also, big thanks to Kristen Riggin and Riggin Law. Listen, if you've got a probate issue going on, that's who you need. If you have a relative die and you've got a bunch of siblings and there's no will, don't let your family get into a scrap. Just go see Kristen Riggin, let her work all these details out and stay above all that. Just let it be worked out by an attorney who can do that for you and do it the right way. And then, of course, if you need any kind of real estate help, guess who? That'd be me, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to buy a house, you want to sell a house, I can definitely help you out. It seems like I'm doing pretty good at it. So please give me a call, and it's 575-5485, or you can reach out to me on any of the million social medias you might find me on. Just Google me, bitch. I'm out there somewhere. You know what I mean? All right, everybody. Biggest thanks goes to you. Please keep spreading the word, sharing the word. We are all so thankful just to be part of your daily life and part of your routine. So,
Absolutely.
But tell everybody else about it so we can be worldwide, baby. All right. And we'll see you next time.